OCO, freethinkers.
There you go. We should be good. Hold on. Let me see. Yep.
Set it on fire. 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 Fire.
OCO, freethinkers.
What's up, Ice?
You're now tuned into the realest historian on the planet.
Relax and take notes. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said, let him cook.
He's here to make you think.
It's up.
I will not be debating Dane Calloway.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
The best teacher you wished you had in school. Have your pens and paper handy and get ready to take notes.
What's up, Ice?
It's Dane Calloway.
Set it on fire. 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 Fire.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, Ice?
Yeah.
Toasty.
Yeah. Let's get the cooking. Let's get the cooking. Let's get the cooking.
Set it on fire. 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 Fire.
Yeah, we gonna have fun tonight. This one of them nights though. We gonna have fun tonight. What up, chat? OCO, how y'all doing?
OCO, freethinkers.
Start that over. Y'all doing good?
What's up, Ice?
Y'all doing good? Switch it up.
OCO, freethinkers.
You are watching a master at work.
Gannon.
This man is unstoppable.
Sauce going crazy.
It's cold now. It's getting cold now. They want me to do a song to this beat right here. I was thinking about it. Let me give y'all a round of applause. I appreciate y'all for being up with me. You know what I mean? I appreciate that.
Perfect. Okay, I'm reloaded.
We didn't all come from Africa. There was a country before 1492, and our history goes way beyond 1492. So you can't start us at 1492. We were always here. We were always here.
Turn up.
I gotta switch screens. I gotta make sure my chat's still working. Let me see. Ah, yeah, there you go. What's in there? Yeah. We got all that.
Take notes.
Rule live.
It's go time, Claire.
Put the bomb in there. Uh-oh. Things got a little quiet. Everybody start representing who they are, and some haters got scared.
Oh.
They was like, nah, we African. Where they getting that shit from?
Oh.
That's that goddamn Dane Calloway. And then Dane Calloway slapped him with some more information, right? I was hit him with, and then the haters was like, nah, he lying. I don't believe him. But then the people started doing their own research, right? And they was like, nah, wait a minute. These pan goofies been laughing and joking around and lying to us this whole time. I can't believe these pan goofies. Nah, we ain't never come from Africa, right? And then all of a sudden, people was like, oh man, these black folk are waking up. Then they really got scared, right? Then they started to have, they started sending in their bots, right? Then their bots started coming in, right? Remember? They started bringing in them bots, right? But by the time they brought in the bots, the Niji train was already mushing. You know what I'm saying? And we knew every single time they tried to post up some videos talking about something, we lying. We don't know what we talk about. Don't believe grandma. We knew they was wrong, right? We knew they was wrong, right? And then we start plucking them off one by one with the 50 cal.
Snipers!
You know what I'm saying? With the 50 cal. And then we dared them. We dared them to say anything. I stated what I wanted to state. I put that information out there. And I asked if anybody had any questions, right? I was like,
Anyone?
Anybody?
Anyone? Class? Anyone? Anyone?
Right?
Anyone?
And then the Pan Goofies turned around and asked us, right? Well, what language did we speak?
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
You see what I'm saying? Like we ain't speaking the language right now. You see what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. This man is unstoppable.
They know better than that. They tried to hurry up and throw some more information out there and say that we came from Africa. You know what we said, right? We wasn't having that. Nah, don't believe Dane. Dane a fraud. The people was like, we ain't having that. Man, if y'all follow Dane, y'all stupid. You know what the people said?
We do not care.
Because we already knew that they was lying. Right? So not only did we have snipers and everything like that, and then when they started pulling up on our platforms, we had to bring out the big guns, right?
Nigga pulled out the big Roscoe.
We had to bring out the big guns. And their most highly favored grifter raised up the white flag. Ooh, and this pop right here.
Dane Calloway.
This pop right here hurt them, y'all.
Calloway.
This,
I will not be debating Dane Calloway.
I mean, because you know he liked to say it 3 times. So, you see what I'm saying? All right, but look, anyway, listen. We need to be coming at the government and ask them where our money at. Where's that? We're going to get there in a second. I know a lot of y'all wanted us to get to that point, and we will. Y'all not about to get nothing.
The fuck you mean?
Just you wait and see. All we had to do was pop out, right?
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
Right? We know they not like us. And as soon as we popped out, right? Everything changed, right?
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
Fatality.
All right, come on.
Turn up.
Who we got in the building?
Set it on fire.
Who we got in the building? Yeah, that's the intro. That was the intro, goddammit. I'm just playing around, man. I'm having fun at the same time. I know it's late. But we still gonna have fun. I know some of y'all probably about to. Matter of fact, hold on. The Super Bowl tomorrow, right? Okay. Forgot about that. We got Chicago in the building. Pensacola, Florida in the building. Okay, Chi-Town in the building. Heavy. I see you, Chi-Town. Atlanta in the building. Arkansas in the building. Deuce Dizzle in the building. What up, Deuce? San Diego in the building. Augusta, Georgia in the building. Albany, Georgia in the building. Belleville in the building. Tampa, Florida in the building. Maryland in the building. DMV in the building. That's DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Shout out to DC. Shout out to Maryland. Shout out to VA. Richmond, Cali in the building. I see you. That's it. I think that's it. Round Lake, Illinois. What's going on? Buffalo, New York. What's up? Dallas, Texas, checking in. Arlington, Texas, checking in. Fayetteville, North Carolina, checking in. Fort Myers, Florida. No Cross, Georgia. Baltimore in the building. Landover in the building. What up, Landover? Las Vegas in the building. Jamaica in the building. What up, Jamaica? Mexico in the building. What up, Mexico? I see you. Lakeview, South Carolina. A lot of South Carolina. Y'all are here heavy. Miami, what's going on? Florida. A lot of Florida. Y'all are here. Hey, that's how y'all feel tonight? That's how y'all feel tonight. Fresno, California. Jacksonville, Illinois. H-Town in the building. I see you, H-Town. Alabama in the building. Brooklyn in the building. What up, New York? Bronx BX in the building. What up, New York? Hey, that's crazy. Y'all up in here tonight. Okay, that's what's up, man. It's late. It's 11 o'clock for some of y'all, 10 o'clock for some of y'all, and then, what is it, 8? No, 7, right? 7 for the West Coast? Cleveland, Ohio in the building. Okay, there goes some Midwest. Indiana, Kentucky, Philadelphia. Boogie Down Bronx, I see you. What up, 504? I see you. Yeah. Michigan in the building. VA in the building. What up, Virginia? What up, Detroit? What up, Missouri? Okay, they go to Midwest. As soon as I said something, all Midwest was popping off. What up, Memphis? Memphis 10 in the building. Yeah, they go, look, they go Cleveland, Ohio. There y'all go. Springfield, Illinois. Japan? What up, Japan? I believe somebody capping. What up, Japan? What's going on? New Orleans in the building. I see you. Shout out to the DMV. I see you, Japan. I don't know if you telling the truth or not. Charlotte, North Carolina. I see you. Jacksonville, Duval in the building. I see you. St. Louis in the building. Wait, Bellamont, Wisconsin in the building. Y'all are here heavy. Fiji Island in the building. I see you, Fiji Island. What up, Leg? I think you said Seminole, Florida. Yeah, this beat is tough. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Yeah, somebody said Japan. Somebody did say Japan a couple times. Actually, did go number 3. Akiko Gillett saying Japan. What up, Japan? All right, you ain't playing with them. I see you, Pensacola, Florida. What up? Div, okay, Suitland, Maryland in the building. What up, Suitland? Think I don't know my starboard grounds, man, when it come to DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Even though I'm from Southeast DC. Shout out to Minnesota Avenue. You know what time it is. Southside all day that. Kansas City 504. North Dakota in the building. Jackson, Tennessee in the building. St. Paul, Minnesota in the building. 575 in the building. Temple Hills, Maryland in the building. Temple Hills, Maryland in the building. Damn. Y'all getting closer and closer. South Miami Heights. What's going on, Chester, PA? Cherokee, Georgia in the building. Hey, that's family territory right there. Yeah, downtown LA. What up, LA? How y'all feeling tonight? Hey, it's like 7 or 8 o'clock for y'all right now, right? It should be, right? Like 7 or 8? Fairview, Tennessee. Danville, Illinois. Dallas, what's up? Danville, Virginia. Damn, look at the Danvilles. It's a whole bunch of Danvilles. It's 8 p.m.? Okay, yeah. Germantown, what up? No, I'm not making fun of Temple Hills at all. That's just getting closer to the city. That's why I'm smiling. Now, you know I miss home. Big time. Maplewood, Minnesota, what's going on? Colorado in the building, what up? Kansas in the building, what up? Winston-Salem, North Carolina, what up? Temple Hills behind the mall, behind Iverson Mall. Look, you think I don't know about Iverson Mall? I'm telling you, we used to have a ball up there. Go down the street real quick. Near that station. I think that, what is that? Is that Branch Avenue Station? We used to go to Crystal Palace skating ring. We used to have the skating ring on lock. I don't know if that's still there, man. Keep in mind, you know, I'm a grown man. You know what I'm saying? When I was in my teens and 20s, I was having the ball back then. Paradise in the building. Paradise in the building. Paradise from DC. Paradise. What you talking about? Go skating? Man, y'all tripping. I won trophies. I was on the skating team. I was on a skiing team. Let me say that correctly. Yeah, that's Naylor Road. You right, that is Naylor Road Station. Yeah, nah. I did skiing. I used to love that. Skiing. Skating and skiing, it was fun for me. Yeah, man, we went to PA to go skiing. Coming down a Diamond Mountain. What y'all know about that? Y'all gonna be scared. Messing with me. Atlanta, GA, what's going on? But ladies, look, if your man asks you to come up on a Diamond Mountain when y'all go skiing, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, it's scary as hell. But by the time you get up there, you gotta come down one way. You gotta go down. You gotta go down. When you on the lift and they letting you up the lift, like you having that conversation with your mate and you on that lift, it's too late. Once you come off that lift, ain't but one way down. Ain't nobody gonna be able to take you down there. Yeah, Liberty City. Yeah. Yeah, I came down a Diamond multiple times. The Diamond Mountain, they called that the Diamond Mountain. That thing was crazy. It was spooky. It really was, but I did it anyway. I like the adrenaline. You never skied before? It's a very fun experience. Very fun. Like, if I were you, yeah, why not? Yeah, but the skating rings, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, you said early 80s, yeah, for sure. It ain't like how it used to be no more. I'm sure that's probably not popping off like how it used to be. But yeah, we used to pop up and show off for the ladies as we was skating to some whatever, go-go music or whatever they playing on the radio. Showing off. You had to have your own fresh skates. Not the inline skates, the full wheels. Not the inline joints though. Them joints, you know, suited up, have your little lights on the shoes and all that. Do little tricks and everything around the skating ring. They used to love that, man. I know I'm taking it back for some of y'all. BK checking in. What up, BK? You keep the skates or y'all still skating? No, don't get me wrong. The ladies do be skating. I just seen it. I just seen a few videos as a matter of fact. I don't know if it was on TikTok or Instagram. I believe it was on Instagram when it was showing me the Niji still doing it. I don't know what skating ring that was, but one of the girls they showed had bucked a corner and did a whole split. And I was like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like she was trying to get chose, I guess. I don't know. Break dance battles of DJs, yeah, absolutely. The rollerballs. I can see you skating. Yeah, I can skate. Hell yeah. I don't be playing. I don't be playing at all. Yeah, man. Keep in mind, back then, Minnesota Avenue or MAC, if you know what I'm talking about, used to run Crystal Palace. Yeah. You say Unity Rollers, is that who that was? So it was out in Cali, huh? But I seen them. You know what I'm saying? I seen it, you know, the Niji fellas was doing their thing, and then, the Niji women was doing their thing. But this one particular one just here recently, I seen some girl buck a corner and did a split. I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And then I guess she did it in front of a guy she wanted to talk to. It was crazy. That's y'all skate group. Oh, okay. What you mean? Y'all was at Wall 4, you can't say that? Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, hey, keep it I mean, it is late night. I guess you can't keep it PG-13. You know. The inline skating is fun too. It is. I did try it. It reminds me of skiing. Inline skating remind me of skiing. It's cool, but it ain't not like the regular ones. I forgot what the regular skates were called. It's been so long. As a matter of fact, the last time I owned a pair had to been like, I want to say like 2014, something like that. It's been a long time. Last time I owned my own pair, like, you know, when you suit your own up, switch the wheels and all that. Switch your brakes and everything. It's not like how it used to be. Now this was before my time when I'm about to mention, but I remember like back in the day, some of y'all gonna recall that the ladies, y'all used to watch the movies outside and the ladies used to, you know, roll in rollerblades and in the quads and roll up, skate to you know, whatever your drinks or whatever you order. I never got a chance to experience that. You know, that's before me, you know. I wanted to experience that. I think that should come back, to be honest with you. I don't see why that's not a thing no more. When you actually go to the movies but be out, in the drive-ins. And you be in your car with your lady friend, you know what I'm saying? I think that's still cool. Roll down the windows, it be hot outside. The ladies come serve you the food and the drinks. Man, that'd be, I wish, like if that still exists and y'all know, please tell me. I would love to go visit. I want to have that experience. I just want to have that, period. I never got a chance to experience that. Y'all still got them in South Carolina? It just seemed like South Carolina would have something like that. It seemed like they would. Where in South Carolina though? It's one in Maryland. No, it's not. Where in Maryland? Hold on, y'all gotta get me hip. I need this information. Wichita Falls, Texas? I wonder if that's close. I know Cali gotta have them. It just seemed like Cali should have them. I'm surprised, but I mean, what they saying Texas got them, because all the places that's hot, it just seemed like y'all should have something like that. Man, I wish I could own something like that. I thought that was cool. Like I'm a little upset that went away because I wanted to experience that. It's in Greenwood, It's in Greenwood? What? That's in Greenwood, South Carolina? Man, I need this, y'all. Y'all gotta, can y'all send this to me? All the places y'all know that got the drive-in movies. I need that. I'm not playing. I really want to do that. That's on my bucket list whole time. I kind of figured some of them still existed. I just didn't know where it was located. They just closed yours a few months ago? Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Dang, you should bring something like this back. Well, first of all, I got to experience it. You know, I'm only imagining the things based off of what I seen on TV. I want to get the experience. And I'm pretty sure that's a great investment. I just gotta, so they saying, okay, Ennis, Texas and Fort Worth, Texas. I know where Fort Worth at. I don't know where Ennis, Texas at. I need that though. I want to check that out. It's about 45 minutes from Dallas. Is it gonna be Niji there or like what? Like it's gonna be like all Latino or what? Yeah, I know about Greenwood, South Carolina. Yeah, hell yeah. That ain't nothing. I'm not trying to say it's a hop, skip, and a jump, but I definitely can make that trip. So 40 minutes south of Dallas. Okay. Right outside of Dallas. All right. Man, yeah, I need to make that happen. Oh, man, bro, I'm gonna need to send you some family videos. The dolls come with the barbecues. Man, I'm glad this actually happened. I'm glad we had this conversation because I wouldn't know what none of that stuff was. You know, I kind of figured it was still around, but I'm glad y'all telling me that, man. I really do want to experience that. I'm not playing. I want to experience that. I felt as though that shouldn't have been eliminated or, you know, died down as far as popularity. That gave us more options to go take our women to, you know what I mean? Like this time we gonna be outside, baby, in the movies. Outside, yeah, hell yeah, we about to pull up in this drive-in. You know what I'm saying? You know, all of us got tint windows because of the sun, not because of, keep in mind, we gotta keep it PG-13. So, you know what I'm saying? We got tint windows for obvious reasons, but it's to keep the sun away. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I'm already doing a drag race, and you know that's my hobby. I'm already doing that. Fort Worth drive-through and Skyline View too. With the Skyline View, I might break a girl heart right there. Go watch a vicious. Hey, one of them Jones, like a nice love movie just came out too. Take a jump with me. Hold on. See, that's DC slang coming out. Take FS with me. Fine shit. Take some fine shit with me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the, and then the sunlight come up and go down, and she lean in for, and I cut the air on. I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? Can we get, I ain't looking for merge, none of that, You know, but you smell good, boo, 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 boo. Nah, shorty. Nah, shorty. What Atlanta, hey, what y'all say, Atlanta? Shorty? Nah, shorty. You know what DC would have said? Go ahead, Slim. Nah, Slim, we good. Go ahead, Mo, we good. Like, and we not watching the movies either. That's why you gotta have tint windows, Levante. Don't tell on yourself. It's ladies in the chat. But they should know what time it is. I'm just saying, you know. I'm just saying. The whole Georgia, y'all, not even just Atlanta, all of Georgia is shorty, right? Don't apologize because you late, Tigger. Don't apologize because you late. I'm late. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to blame y'all because I was late. I'm going to blame y'all, you know. I said I was going to go earlier than this anyway. But it's all good. Some of y'all probably thought I wasn't even going to go live today. Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, let me look at you directly in the face. Yeah, you thought I wasn't, cut that music off. You thought I wasn't going to go live today, didn't you? What'd I tell you? You thought I wasn't going to go live today, didn't you? I can't wait to get my camera back on. You need to see my facial expression, bro. Y'all need to see my facial expression. But, all right. You said you, nah, don't blame, look. Matter of fact, yeah, blame the chat. What DDG say? Blame the chat. Honestly, I was slightly late. I can admit that. It ain't to the point where I'm gonna get fired. You know what I mean? I wasn't late where I should be fired. Like they gotta pull me into the office. Hey, Dane, we gotta have a conversation. Yeah, nah. All right, so look. The videos we got today, right? A lot of these were sent to me. And to be honest, I got a lot of these. A lot of people were, especially on TikTok and Instagram, and some people on YouTube as well. So I'm gonna try, like if y'all know who some of them, I'm probably not gonna remember their channel names or their TikTok names or Instagram names. But if y'all do, y'all gotta help me out because I wanna shout these people out. But yeah, this we're gonna consider this another indigenous content where we talking about us. You know what I mean? Indigenous content day where we talking about us. I know a lot of y'all got sick of, you know, celebrating Black History Month because it'd be the same characters every month. I mean, every time Black History Month come around, they want you to celebrate the same old, you know, the same old people that they want to, you know, want y'all to hold up prominently. People get tired of that. They grew tired of that. And, you know, I'm actually glad that things are changing for the better because so-called Black history, Niji history is supposed to be celebrated every day. We make history every time we wake up. We make history every time we wake up. And these people that we so-called celebrating, what happened to the person that created the telephone? What happened to the lady that created the Niji now, that created the internet? The Niji that created the computer? The Niji that created gas stations? The Niji that created cars? The Niji that... Why are we celebrating all these... Like, why can't we just celebrate more inventors, more creators, more, like, that actually did tangible things that we benefited from? Yeah, the Niji that created GPS. Yeah. Like, we don't... You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Rosa Parks wasn't even, like, if y'all didn't see that film, go watch it. It's on my website. Like, you know, we keep doing the civil rights movement over and over and over, and y'all don't even know that we don't even have civil rights right now. Like, we still don't. They talking about something, they gave it to us. No, they didn't. They gave it to the foreigners. Just like DEI. Yeah. You don't celebrate holiday. Well, technically, it's not a holiday. It's supposed to be, like, we got to do something about this, though. Honestly, we got to do something about this. Where, I mean, keep in mind, they gave us the shortest month of the year. And who was they? Actually, I don't even know, to be honest with you, who made the decision. I'm going to look that up to find this, you know, to make it final. Because at first it was Negro Week, and that was just dealing with newspapers. Okay, and then it turned into Negro Month. And then they changed that into Black History Month. And don't forget that, though, it was Negro Week at first. And that was just an insert inside of a newspaper. That was it. I just don't like the fact that these big or large corporations are, you know, making money off of that. I got tired of that. Like, just like they treat other holidays, you know, for example, they be jumping in, talking about something, it's a deal, and you ain't getting no deal. They capitalizing off of our people's ignorance. I'm really tired of seeing that. But I think we should do something. We should get together and do something about that. Yeah, J.A. Rogers, yep. We should do something about this right here, dealing with February, if we want to keep it in February. You know. But yeah, you don't. So Debbie says she don't believe in that darn calendar. We grown in here. You can curse in here. We grown. You ain't gonna get banned for cursing. We grown in here. You ain't gotta censor yourself. We do got some youngins that do be watching, but they not youngin'. They, man, listen, them 12, 13-year-olds, I done heard them. They come out their mouth left field all the time. What you would say ain't nothing brand new to them. They done heard it all. But that would be nice if we do come up with something like a particular month, like, you know, Heritage Month that we celebrate. We should be doing that. You say, hell, move it to March. That would be nice. That would be nice if we move it to March or April, one or the other. Yep. Yep, Carter G. Whistle, yeah. Calendar is supposed to be 13 months each, having 28 days following the cycle of the moon. I mean, but they going off of the Gregorian calendar. So 2 months was inserted, which was technically the dead months. And then this is how they, you know, manipulated the time. Based off of the calendar. They manipulated it. You can only spring in the new year. Technically, this is not the new year yet. The new year is not going to happen until spring. Basing off of nature. When spring happens. When you start seeing flowers blossom, bloom, trees. When you start seeing beautiful things rising. Not in the dead months when it's still cold. Nothing can grow. Nothing can blossom. Yeah, that's the part I don't like about that, you know. And our people gravitated towards that eventually because it was implemented inside of the school curriculums. We should do something about that, though, in my opinion. So why we got to keep to their calendar? We shouldn't have to. I agree. We could create our own. We could do away with their time and everything. We can do away with that. Especially when we know the history of it. The Gregorian calendar is based off of the Protestantism. That Protestantism belief that it's all religion. It's tied into religion. This is a religious practice. And that's another reason why it's probably going to be harder for our people to understand that, because a lot of our people are tied to Christianity. The Catholic Christianity. Catholic Christianity. So that's a lot of indoctrination that happened to our people. So that's going to take time in order for that to be eliminated permanently, where everybody can actually come on one accord and say, okay, we need to do away with that. We need to do away with that. Like, they don't even know that religious belief we didn't even create, but they feel as though that we did it because they basing it off of their belief. They're just filling in the blank. And I don't want to take that from them. I just much rather them worship their own people versus, them worshiping outside entities. It has to start somewhere though, Dane. I agree. No, I fully agree. Regardless, we don't got to wait on them, to get that done. I'm not saying to wait on them, but I just know, that part right there is probably going to take time. But I mean, well, you know what? It may not even take that much time, because to be honest with you, like when I started putting this information out on a larger scale and people were paying attention, I honestly thought I was going to be in my 40s and 50s by the time people started catching on. And like really realizing that we were taught a lie about history, and especially our history and what actually happened. I didn't really know. I mean, I knew people were paying attention, but I didn't know that they were, processing that information to the point where they were going to be regurgitating that information, not only to their friends and coworkers, but they were mentioning it to their family members for confirmation. Man, this moved fast. I'm not going to lie. This moved extremely fast. And I honestly thought I was going to be, middle-aged man by the time this part happened. So I'm not going to doubt our people any longer when it comes to that sense. They may move a lot faster once we give them something to move towards, as far as creating that celebration month or heritage month that we could agree on. Like, for example, when they say Thanksgiving and then we, switch that around and made that Indigenous Day, why do we have to celebrate it on one day? Why can't that be every day? You see what I'm saying? Why can't that be every day? Like, to go to the thumbnail as an example, right? Look at the thumbnail, right? As an example, some fellas out there may deem that this brother was gay, right? Off the break, as soon as they see this is a brother, by the way. This is a Niji brother right here of royalty. And our brothers back then wore tons of jewelry. And they're going to deem him as gay just because of the fact that he wearing 2 earrings. As an example, look at how today's society is today. Okay, whole time he had all the holes lined up. You see what I'm saying? Hold on. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to modernize what I'm. He was dripping. You know what I'm saying? He had it on. He threw it on, had it on. He had everything he needed. Gold galore. You see what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to let folks know, look, man, just because, you may see some earrings don't mean that he the opposite direction. This is how they looked. This is what they were doing. This is the paintings that we saw. This image is based on a painting, by the way. Y'all should recall the painting because I put it in my docs a lot. Y'all should recall it. Y'all want to see the original? Real quick? It's up to y'all. I don't have no problem with pulling it up. Okay. All right, hold on. I'll pull it up. Not a problem. Yeah, so that way you can know this. The watercolor paintings. Yeah, it's depicting us, and you got to understand that our people. Yeah, they had jewelry galore. That's just how it was. It's just how it is. Hold up, I'm grabbing it right now, really quickly. Yeah, but they'll mess around and say, oh, nah, nah, Dane. Nah, he gay. Just because he got on 2 earrings. Man, you see how, man, what? First of all, them earrings thick as hell. Hold on, I'm about to pull it up. I'm getting it, give me a second. I'm telling y'all done seen this before. You gonna know what I'm talking about. As soon as you see it, oh yeah! Watch. Okay, almost there. Yeah, it's just how today's society is. That's all. Nah, he got facial hairs if you zoom in close. If I zoom in close, look. Hold up. It's just brought down. This is brought down. You see it? He got a 5 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Shadow. Hold on, give me a second, cause that yeah, young brother just clean. With jewelry on. That's all. But I just hate how today's society is gonna, how they act or how they react. Like, especially when they don't know, how our people looked. I'm trying to get this as fast as possible. Y'all know it'll take a little second when I wasn't ready. All right, I'm ready. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? That's what it's based on right here. That's what it's based on right here. This is an actual watercolor painting. Y'all remember this, right? Same thing. Yep, same thing. All I did was add the city to it. That's all. I just modernized the picture to add the city to it. And by the way, look at it. Look at the city. By the way. Boy. Some people, the haters out there saying, will say that this is a fantasy. But the researchers out there know that this is still existing right now. The castles, they were just built on top of. They're still in existence. The majority of them were built on top of. That needs to be a segment as well. I need to make that a segment where I'm talking about the ancient cities and towns that are still in existence and those that they built on top of. I need to make that a segment. Levante and Blue, can y'all remind me about that, please? Please, my brother and sister. Can y'all remind me about that? That would be a great segment. You said it looked like Wakanda. Well, you know Wakanda, that's indigenous to South America. And didn't they say South America looked the same? Where Atlantis at? Look, they even said Atlantis looked like that, right? Think about it. If Atlantis looked like that and South America looked like that, then what did North America look like? Think about it. Just think about it. If the apple don't fall too far away from the tree, Toasty. Yes, America is Atlantis. Just parts of it is under water. I agree with you. Yep. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, and you know what's crazy is that some people would be doing this for likes and shares and stuff like that. Of course, I get it, but it's really to let folks know we've been lied to. We've been lied to. They want you to assume that this here, just as this image alone is a fantasy. This never happened. And that's cap. That's cap. They literally built on top of this stuff. And a lot of the castles are still around. They just slapped fake owners on it. The 13, somebody, a part of the 13 families own it. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Name them. Y'all can name them. They gonna tell you that they own them castles. Meanwhile, they can't replicate it right now. They didn't understand that technology. Uh-oh, I'm getting hyped now. Y'all about to get me started. That's why they had to build on top of it. Right, yes, that's a very great point, Maximum Rising. And just think about that. Disney was showing you castles of what America looked like. They deemed the stories fantasy. Right? But if you just so happen to pay attention to the castles that are still in existence right now, we later called them mansions, but the castles that's still in existence right now, they cannot duplicate that technology still to this very day. Archaeology is a part of it. The agriculture part of it is as well too. Like how they, hold on, let me see if I could grab, hold on y'all. Let me grab, y'all don't mind, do y'all? I want to grab something really quick. Give me a second. I want to show y'all something really quick. Hold up. I want to show y'all the so-called Biltmore. Keep in mind, y'all know I used to live in Asheville, North Carolina. I actually have all of this on camera. I never got a chance to put this out. But I want to show y'all something really quickly. This is one of them. Give me a second. This is one. I want you to, okay, first of all, I want y'all to see the aerial view. Hold on. Wait a minute. Because I got all this on camera. All of this is on camera. I mean, even the entrance to this place is, man, y'all need to understand. Man, yeah. Hold on. Let me see if I can find an aerial view of how large this property is. Hold on. Damn it, bruh. Hold on. Maybe I should type it in. Oh, wait. Okay, but it's larger than that. Like this is so large. This is humongous. Hold on. It's gonna take you a day. And look at that goddamn garden. They wasn't doing this. They didn't have this type of skill. Okay, here go one aerial view. That's not the whole thing. Hold on, let me go big. Wait. Oh, come on. How can I make this larger? Oh. And I can't zoom in? Okay. All I could do is zoom. I mean, and it's not, okay. The point of what I'm trying to make here is that many of these castles are still in existence still to this day. And by the way, keep in mind, I was living in the mountains in Asheville, North Carolina. And I want you to notice the background. Okay? Because that's how gorgeous it is in real life. Absolutely stunning. But that castle, yeah, this is the, you got the Vanderbilts, all these fake. Keep it professional, Dane. Wait, man, let me calm down a little bit. Every time I talk about this part, it pisses me off because people don't know this, especially our people. They will automatically assume that we wouldn't be able to not only build this, but upkeep it. When whole time, his goddamn history, he'll tell you, they even play a video when you go visit, they'll tell you the history of it. And it was nothing but knee-G people who built this and kept it up. And kept it up. They were the only ones that were able to do this. And I'm talking about y'all need to really do, y'all really do need to see this in person. This is stunning inside and out. Inside and out. And again, this is larger than a mansion. This is a castle. This is a real life castle. And yeah, and there was stories of them saying that the Biltmore was haunted. Okay, but the only reason why they're saying that is because our ancestors are pissed off because they turned this something that they built into a tourist attraction. But this is just one of the properties that they couldn't build on top of. This is just one of them, as an example. And I'm telling y'all, whenever y'all get a chance, this is gorgeous, day and night. Yeah, it look even better at night, but it's beautiful. Beautiful. Am I on big screen? Hold up. I apologize. Were y'all seeing all of this? I apologize. I'm not sure if y'all was seeing all of that. Let me go back just in case y'all wasn't. Hold on. Let me go back. What was that aerial view one? Damn it. Hold up. I just realized I wasn't on the big screen. I apologize. And I was referring to this, how they were saying that the Biltmore is haunted. Biltmore is haunted. That's not a good aerial view pic. All of these pics are not capturing the entire property. Like when I was referring to the, hold on, what? It's like they just disappeared. Where's the garden? Where's the, hold on. But again, I was unprepared to show you the pictures of the Biltmore. But I mean, the whole point is that, yes, this is an amazing property. And I wish you guys could see this. This is one of the greenhouses, by the way. One. And y'all need to see the suites that they were staying, that the caretakers were staying in. They look like houses, and they look like big houses. Yeah, I got that on. I got all this on camera, and they across the street, by the way. Yeah, but this Asheville, North Carolina, for those of y'all that are asking. I lived further away from this, and I was further up in the mountains as well, by the way. But this is absolutely stunning. This is real life of how this looked. Look at that. And it's not fair. It's not fair that our people don't know this. But yeah, I want you to picture that. Yes, that's the way our ancestors were living. Not just the mansions, not just the big houses. Prior to that, it was the castles. No, they're not going to ever mention who were the original property owners. That won't ever happen. It won't ever happen. There's only one way to find out, though. There's only one way to find out. These pictures are not doing it justice. This property is huge. This is big. There's no, oh, you just walking. No, that's a walk. Like if me and you were to walk this whole strip, that's at least 2 miles. Now, I'm not trying to over exaggerate, but it's huge. It's huge. And y'all got to see the interest to come into this property. And I have this on camera, but I'm not ready because I got to, first of all, I got to pull up my old hard drive and try to find those videos because I even recorded the video that they show you when you come in to visit, going over the history. I got all of that. And I visited this twice, and I visited other areas where the castles still remain and it's still in control by some of the 13 families. They got control over it. Yeah, multiple guest houses, multiple suites, I'm talking about multiple living rooms. Oh my God, the staircase. I wish I could show y'all this staircase. Whoa, wait, here it is. Wait, that's not the whole thing. Y'all need to see how this staircase, oh my God. And every time I look at this, I be like, God damn, my ancestors was like that, bruh. Man, y'all gotta see this, man. Real copper, real gold. All throughout this junk. Real stone, real marble. Top to bottom. Wait, what that person say? Wait, hold on, y'all. I apologize. I didn't have my my notifications on I'm pulling it up right now. I'm pulling it up right now so I can see what, okay. Battle Wax, thank you for the super chat. You said you from Raleigh, North Carolina. You been there. It's nice. Copper is all inside that castle. Yeah. Yeah, it has a big winery as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you get to test the wine that they kept in there. They said a lot of the wine was kept in there, some of them in between 50 to 100 years old. Now that's when they make you pay a little, like it's different. Okay, let me explain, because it's a tourist attraction. If you get the top one, they give you a whole, it's a whole experience, okay? You're treated like royalty. You're treated like royalty. Brian, thank you for the super chat. Stephanie been a member for 25 months in a row. I appreciate that, Stephanie.
Fire.
Stephanie asking questions. I don't know, you gotta put your question in there, Stephanie. I don't know what it is. Shatton, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Legs, been a member for 12 months in a row. He did say Seminole, South Florida. I appreciate that. Infinity, thank you for becoming a member. Shirley Baker, OCO Chiefess, been a member for 64 months in a row. Let's get it. But yeah, man. So this is just one example. It's multiple ones are still in existence, but a lot of this was built on top of because they didn't understand it. They didn't know how to recreate it. Just the same thing goes with the train tracks. And I know y'all heard me. I'm not trying to, go back over this part, but I just want to briefly mention it for those of you that didn't get a chance to hear me mention this or display it, because I do have this on my channel, because you get to see that. And look, Greenwood, South Carolina, and Greenville, South Carolina, y'all could attest to this. A lot of different areas where you would see multiple train tracks. There's always going to be one set that's just sitting dormant, never used. but they replicated that train track eventually and ran it within the same direction, and they're utilizing it. But the other one that you see that they're not using, they're not touching. They just marked where it's going. And this is how they were able to eventually travel. And went from the carts to the trains. But those were the pre-existing train tracks. And it goes not only above ground, it goes underground. It goes through the mounds. It goes through the mountains. That's another reason why they had to build beside it, because they had to go in different directions when it came to that point with the mounds and the mountains. This is still in existence, still to this very day. Still to this very day. There's none of that changed. Breon, thank you for the super chat. You said, no, Bree on Prad. Thank you for the super chat. You said you live in Asheville now, Dane. You got pics of the Biltmore from the plane and you speaking facts. Yeah, absolutely. I lived there. I lived in Asheville. I lived in the mountains. I was up there. You know, I was up there. Like every time people came to visit us, they were scared. And we was up there. You know, I still got family in Asheville. You know, still got family. You know, they got mad at me because I told them I was related to Chief Wanalaska. They were like, they ain't lying, blah, blah, blah. And they never proved it, right? Never proved it. And I pulled my father up on this panel. He'll smack your ass around real quick. You don't know who you talking to, Slim. I'm giving you fair warning. You think I'm bad? Wait till you see my father. Man, my father would straighten your ass out with the quickness. And he that documentary voice I use is the voice that he uses on a daily basis. He would straighten your ass out real quick. My father don't play. And he from that area now. Jason, I appreciate that super chat. You said we all thank you, and I appreciate you, Jason. I appreciate that.
Set it on fire.
But anyway, so let me get to the look at that. Look at that. That thing way better than the White House. The White House ain't got nothing on this. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Look at this bedroom. That's just one of them. I think this was like 8,000 or 9,000 acres, between 8,000 or 9,000 acres, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to recall it. Y'all gotta forgive me if I'm wrong. Or how many acres it is. Look at that. The views is ridiculous. And again, just imagine our people being right there now. Right there. Living just like that. To go back to this image. To go back to it. Oh, here, 8,000 acres? Yeah, 8,000. That thing ain't no joke, man. And maybe one day we should take a trip like that. Like we all go at one time. Maybe like a group of 50 of us. Or 100, depending on how many want to do it. And I could set it up where we all go and we all go visit at one time. We could get the top of the top. Matter of fact, that's Blue. Hey, can y'all write that down, Blue and Levante, please? That's actually something that we can do. Because I want them to experience that. They need to see that. And I can have it set up when I'm giving my take. They gonna give their take because they gonna do it. But at least you get the food served to you. You get to experience all the guest houses. You get to see the gardens. You get to eat from the garden as well, depending on what package you get. I think we should get the top one. Yeah, that would be nice. So they can see what that looked like in person, because that's an experience within itself. Now, I know folks out there in Nashville just seen it multiple times. I'm not talking about y'all. I'll meet y'all down there, though. But I'm just saying, there's other people out there that haven't seen the castle up front, up close and personal. You know what I mean? And then that give me an excuse to see some of my family members at the same time, so. Yeah, I appreciate that. I did do a documentary on Asheville. Yep. I appreciate that. They gave me, Asheville Library gave me props. They featured me in the newspaper as well for that documentary. They showed me mad love right there, bro. They gave me a lot of props for that documentary. A lot of props. But yeah, they featured me in that newspaper, and they, Asheville Library came out and gave me props. I'm talking about, bruh. That one is on my website though. If y'all want to see that documentary, that's on the website. But that thing, listen, y'all. Matter of fact, you should get, if you want to listen to how pissed off my father sound, that's the one you need to go see. My father's in there. That's the one you need to go see. Hold on, I want to show y'all something really quick. Now that we on that topic, because it just reminded me. Really quick. Give me a second. I'm trying to. Oh, wait a minute. Where did I? Wait. No. It's not in this. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm about to show you really quick so y'all can know which one I'm talking about. I'm basically just trying to give you a heads up of what it's called. That's all. We ain't gonna spend too much time on it. This is it. This is it. So this is the flyer right here. So you're gonna cover art. So this is the one on Asheville. That's on the website. This is it right here. And that's on the website, DaneMakeYouThink.com. And this is literally me being there and interviewing people, and like, you gotta see it. I'm not trying to give it away. You gotta see it. If you haven't seen it. It's very good. It's very good. And that's actually part one, believe it or not, because I got more to it. But okay, so let's go into let me see something really quick. Yeah, and it's called gentrification, because I'm talking about what happened in Asheville, like how it changed. Like speaking about this too, like it changed ownership. That's why they was like, I was on point. And again, shout out to Asheville. Matter of fact, let me drop a bomb for them. Shout out to Asheville for showing me love on that, man. Y'all made my family members proud when y'all did that. But shout out to Asheville Library, and definitely shout out to their newspaper. They show love for sure. Matter of fact, they featured me twice in there. So that was, I really appreciate that. They show love. That was almost like receiving an award, you know what I mean? Toasty! All right. Okay, let me go to what I was about to go to really quick. All right, let me switch music. Where we at? Let's go Resident Evil ambient. Let's go ambient real quick. All right. Let me pull these down real quick. Hold up. All right, let me switch screens. Hold up, wait a minute. I'm gonna show chat, wait a minute. Let me just switch it to this real quick. Actually, I gotta go to 9x16 because I'm about to show a lot of videos that are 9x16. All right, let's start off with Job Bricks real quick. Hold on, I pulled that to the side. Shout out to Job Bricks. Fire. Is this it? Yeah. Here you go. All right, hold on. Let me pull this up. So Job Bricks, shout out to you, brother. What's good?
This fact gonna blow your mind. Did you know that Black Americans are the Indians they said they killed off? And Malcolm X tried to tell y'all in this video right here.
Aborigines, which means what? Black folks. You never find a white aborigine. Aborigines are called natives, or they're always dark-skinned people. You and I are aborigines.
Aborigines are called natives.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, John, where you get that from? I haven't seen that in a long time. This particular, even though I updated this, I haven't seen it. He went way back to get this. That's my old logo.
Aborigines.
I don't even know what that said.
They always dark-skinned people. This is a statue of Pocahontas' father. As you can see, he's depicted as dark-skinned. So Disney, why you lying? You never find a white Aborigine.
Hold
Why the
on,
hell
go
these
back.
dark-skinned
Talk
people?
to them.
Called natives, they're always dark-skinned people. You and I are aborigines.
Aborigines are called natives. They're always dark-skinned people. This is a statue of Pocahontas' father. As you can see, he's depicted as dark-skinned. So Disney, why you lying? You never find a white Aborigine. How the hell he become a chief of a tribe? Somebody lying. One of the reasons Malcolm was assassinated is he was waking up to our true identity and was about to sue the United States government for violating our human rights in accordance with international law. Because
All right. Hold up. Let's go back.
See, he's depicted as dark-skinned. So Disney, why you lying? You never find a white Aborigine. How the hell he become a chief of a tribe? Somebody lying. One of the reasons Malcolm was assassinated is he was waking up to our true identity and was about to sue the United States government for violating our human rights in accordance with international law. Because you being indigenous means they owe you more than just cash reparations. They owe you your land back.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. Job Bricks is on Instagram as Job Bricks, and I believe he's on TikTok as well as Job Bricks. Shout out to that brother, man. Fire. Shout out to the Niji. Absolutely. Hold up. All right, so let me hold up now. I'm not sure this brother's name. Maybe it may be in the video. It may be on the video itself. Let me see.
If in fact black people are not indigenous to this land, and I'm not talking about
I'm sorry.
Africans who came
Hold
over.
up. I apologize. I'm not sorry. I apologize. Hold up.
If in fact black people are not indigenous to this land, and I'm not talking about Africans who have came over here who were brought on slave ships. I'm talking about before that, the dark-skinned people of this land. Now, of course, people are going to say, oh, no, they look like, the Native Americans who we've learned about in our early history and foundation of America. But no.
Right, hold on. No, that's right. That's right. Remember, they tried to say that ad meaning from, but they were saying away from. Notice how they said that they didn't want us to use that term aboriginal or aborigine. They didn't want us to use that. Malcolm X said it himself. Ad meaning from, origine meaning the beginning. And then I played a little bit more of that. Because they tried to say that they was debunking, they was trying to say they were debunking me saying that Malcolm X never said that. And that was cap. I got the whole thing. Matter of fact, that was a whole 4-hour lecture. I got the whole thing. And I got permission from his daughter to do, use his audio, some of his audio in one of my songs. And they never said I was wrong. They never said, oh no, you did it, you chopped it up, woo, woo, woo. No, they didn't. Directly from his daughter. And I played a little bit more. And he was like, Aborigine. No, he said, hold on, let me pull it up. Don't I got it? Do I have it queued up? Let me see. No, I don't have it queued up. I'm gonna look for it as he talking. Hold on, I'm gonna try to grab it as he talking.
If in fact black people are not indigenous to this land, and I'm not talking about Africans who have came over here who were brought on slave ships. I'm talking about before that, the dark-skinned people of this land. Now, of course, people are going to say, oh no, they look like, the Native Americans who we've learned about in our early history and foundation of America. But no, there were people here who were darker than that, okay? If black people are not indigenous to this land, why are there HBCU colleges predominantly in the South? Tulsa, Oklahoma was the epicenter for Black Wall Street. Mind you, if you follow history, you know that all the native and indigenous people were pushed into Oklahoma. And then they gave it an Indian reservation, Indian land. But black people weren't indigenous?
It's up.
I've never seen a government people work so hard to decimate one specific group of people. And we're talking about COINTELPRO. We're talking about crack being introduced into the hoods and the ghettos. We're talking about the gang wars in the 90s, okay? Y'all stay trying to create the new thing that will help us eliminate ourselves. Whether it be promiscuity, drugs, alcohol, again, gang violence. And then you have to wonder, that's why you pit the Mexicans and the blacks together during the 90s so bad. When I was growing up in Southern California, gang wars between East LA and Compton, that was bad. And I think that is by design. Just like the motherfucking Bloods and Crips, by design. But we don't see the Native Americans out here, the ones who are upset that we're trying to lay any claim to being on this land and this land belonging to us as well. Y'all ain't trying to hear that. But at the same time,
because it eliminates them. It eliminates them. They don't have any merit. They don't have any standing ground. The Native Americans was a made-up group. And that term, Native American, I showed everybody the proof. It was only utilized as a political organization. The Know Nothings. That was called the Native American Party. That was the very first time in history that term was ever utilized. There's no legislation out there right now that can prove that American Indians ID, their classification, okay, or their racial classification was ever switched to Native American. Not one time can they prove that, still to this very day. It was always a Marie Indian. It's a whole bunch of them. Urban Indian. It's a whole bunch of them. It was always Indian. It went from Indian, Negro to colored. Mulatto. Then black. It never, ever went to American Indian. Not one time. Not one time. Now, another thing is that I'm on my new hard drive, and that Malcolm X clip is so old that is on one of my older hard drives that I do not have plugged up. Which is crazy because it looked like I got the audio, but I don't believe I have the video. And this may not even be the full audio. Let me see something.
Aborigines, which means what? Black folks. You never find a white aborigine. Rather, aborigines are called natives, or they're always dark-skinned people. You and I are aborigines, but you don't like to be called an aborigine. You want to be called an American.
That's it. They got that part right there. Okay, let me tell y'all what they did. Let me tell y'all why they were mad at me. Because that first video that John Brick showed, I stopped it. Okay, listen.
Aborigines, which means what? Black folks. You never find a white aborigine. Rather, aborigines are called natives, or they're always dark-skinned people. You and I are aborigines, but you don't like to be called an aborigine.
That was it. But you don't like to be called aborigine. And it stopped right there. Then they tried to say that I was lying. And then I said, okay, and I redid it again and put it back out and gave you this whole thing.
But you don't like to be called an aborigine. You
want to be called an American. And then he started laughing. Then he came right back in.
Aborigine actually means...
Listen.
Aborigine actually means from the beginning.
It's two Latin words, ab meaning from, origine meaning the beginning. That was directly from his mouth. Aborigine actually means from the beginning. It's two Latin words, ab meaning from, origine meaning the beginning. They got mad because I didn't want to tell them where this was from. And I won't tell them where this was from. You got to dig for it, just like I had to. I gave them the year. I remember I gave them the year. And when it was. Anybody out there that's calling themselves a researcher and say that that's not Malcolm X, they not a researcher. My job is not to help you do the research. My job is to tell you what my research is. You are supposed to go behind me and research my research. The only time I'm holding your hand and walking you across the street and walking you into the building, skipping past the receptionist and going straight to the office. I gotta do it to him. I gotta do it to him. This is the only time. Right here.
Set it on fire. 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 Fire.
Better get this book. It's still #1. 3 days in a row. Right now. The Quiet Blueprint of Wealth. You know I'm gonna promote my book, goddammit. It took me a year and a half to write this book. Goddammit. You wanna know how it was done? Get the book. This is a masterclass in the book. All right. I'm gonna stop right there. We go back. Huh? All right, so where's that? Wait a minute. Hold up. Got that, and got that. All right, I got everything up. I had to pull everything back up with that. I just did that on the fly. Hold up. I had to pull everything back up. All right, so, but yeah, I already answered it, what he was talking about right there. But yeah, that's the reason why the Native Americans are upset. Okay, because they feel as though you will be a threat. Because at that point, you proven that they haven't been here prior to your people being here. You're proving that you're more indigenous than they are. Keep in mind, they're native. And I told you years ago that there's a difference between indigenous and being native. Anybody can be native. As soon as you're born in America, you're a native. You're a native of America. That's the difference. As soon as you are born in America, you are native. Indigenous meaning primordial. The first. Original. Aborigine. What Malcolm X just say? Don't make me play it again. Ab meaning from, origine meaning the beginning. Yeah, autochthonous. That's another one. That's a good one. Yep. They can't take that from you. That's why they trying to argue you down online, but they never come with facts. All they do is come with running their mouth. Keep that in mind, y'all. What, name a Native American scholar that's online? Name them. I'll wait. Name them. Name a Native American scholar that proved that their history stretches back beyond 1800s. I'll wait. It got cold, didn't it? It got cold, didn't it? Huh? Name a native. No. Hold on. Let me stand up. Let me move. Hold on. Let me go all the way back here. I'm gonna come all the way back here. I'm all the way on the other side of my theater room, which is now my office. I I want you to name the person that called themselves a Native American scholar and has put out information that proves that their people been here indigenously on American soil prior to the 1800s. I wait. Who done it? It's cold outside, ain't it? It's cold in here, ain't it? And whoever proved that Native Americans are from this soil prior to the 1800s, please tell me their name. I want to debate them this time, this year, right here on this channel. Cameras on, proof up, and I'll pay them. Please go get them. Go get them. Go get the Siberian Huskies. Hold on, wait. Wait. Huh? I'll wait. But go ahead, brother. Matter of fact, do y'all know who this brother's name or TikTok? Y'all know his name? Let me shout him out. Do y'all know his name? This guy, the brother I'm playing right now. His name is Make That Make Sense. Okay. Okay, Make That Make Sense. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you, Blue. I appreciate that. Right, I know, right? His face was, look, I stopped it right on time. Look at the face he making. Right. Perfect timing.
There's no historically Native American colleges. And then you have to wonder, the 5 civilized tribes who were recognized by the United Constitution, or whatever they were called at the time, were recognized. Why? Because basically you guys sold out your people to be deemed as civilized tribes, not the savages. So the white people at the time deemed your tribe, because the chief or person in charge at the time went along with the okie doke. So they said, okay, fine, y'all could be part of the fold. But don't sit up here and be like, black people can't be indigenous to this land, because the word black is a color, for one. It was a term that was described for people who were just of a darker skin color. And then you have to think about, too, when they were really trying to classify black and brown people into like where they would fall, and then it came to like the mixing with white, they had that whole drop of blood. If you know, you had 1 drop of blood, you were considered black. Then there was the paper bag test to deem if, you know, if you could be accepted into white culture, or if even white culture would accept you regardless of your color. It's go time, a certain way, then they might accept you. But it was all based on, it was like a case by case basis. And so these people running around doing the census were just identifying people as they saw fit, or as the people who were running it saw fit. Thank you. So the term native, the term indigenous, the term black, Negro, colored, all kind of got convoluted and mixed into one. So they couldn't really tell. They had to go based off of skin color, honestly. But I just find it funny that now all of a sudden people are getting mad because they're like, oh, black people are trying to claim that they're Native American, they're indigenous. And it's like, baby, you have to understand, you learned the same history that we did in public school. A lot of us did, okay? I do understand that, you know, Native Americans have their tribes that they belong to, and they pass down history that way too. But also, a lot of history has been distorted, whitewashed, you know, twisted, and to benefit the people who are running the show.
And simply made up.
But the more I see the spirit of black people, especially when we get together, Beach, it be strong as shit. Maybe sure. I just saw a video of this band, this HBCU band, and I'm playing, and it's like that is like the spirit of us people when we get together is just something that is just totally unmatched, and you have to live it to honestly understand it.
Yep.
But we've been here, and I'm gonna continue to say it.
That's right.
Set it on fire, fire, fire.
That's right.
Fire.
Yeah, man. The time is now. The awakening is happening now. And I'm glad. I'm so thankful that I'm seeing this more and more and more, man. So glad. I did not mean to hit that button, but you can. If you haven't already subscribed, click like. Make sure you turn on that post notification bell. But what I was trying to do was hit the Niji train, and it's right beside it. Yeah, man. All right, somebody said, wait, huh? The Pfeiffer. Thank you for the super chat. You said, just found out about you, bro. I hope you are legit. I need some help. My grandma said we're Cherokee. She was born in 1919, but now has passed away. You hope I'm legit? There's only one way to find out. Make sure you join that 13% community server. You see the link inside of the chat. The server's free. If you want to talk to me directly, you can in there. You're going to have to put in the work to do the genealogy. Keep that in mind. You're going to have to put in the work, but we'll direct you. I've been doing this for 11 years. I've been on YouTube for 10. This is my 10th year on YouTube. Woo. Matter of fact, let me clap it up for that. Oh, I'm more than legit. I'm utilizing my real name. Using my real face on videos and everything. I do this for real. I don't play around. Ask about me. They'll tell you. I'm one of the main reasons why this is happening. I can tell you that. I put my foot and arm in this thing. Shout out to Writing About You. Thank you for becoming a member, a platinum member at that. I appreciate that. Puma, thank you for the super chat. We are the receipts. Thank you for the super chat as well. You said OCO. OCO family.
Free thinkers.
Sonio, thank you for the super chat. Giovanni, thank you for the super chat. You said South Haven message at 10/25/1845 about Council Leah Vanderbilt brunette complexion and the heirs to one of the greatest fortunes in the world. Man, I wish we would have, because we need to bring that back up. We do need to bring that back up, because we could have went towards that and, pop some pictures up, because I'm sure they still over there. We just got to talk about it. We got to bring that subject back up. We have to. Because I see that I'm just getting to it now, Giovanni. I apologize. I see that it was 25 minutes ago when you sent that. I apologize about that. Well, we're gonna bring this back up. We're gonna have to bring that back up. I just didn't know that, it was that many of our people that didn't understand that our people were living in these houses or living in these castles. Let me use the correct terminology. Shout out to all the new subs as well. I see y'all. I appreciate that for y'all subscribing to the channel. I appreciate that. All right, let's get it.
Rule life.
All right, so I'm gonna play one more. Actually, a few more. Actually, a lot more. A lot more. Hold up. Let me hold up. Okay. Now, this is a video, and shout out to them. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to be doing together, but we may be doing something together. I'm going to just keep it right there. But shout out to the Black Cowboy Coalition. Shout out to the Black Cowboy Coalition. Here we
You
go.
know, American history. You did not learn in school.
No, there were Native Americans that lived around Yosemite and in Yosemite. The 10th Cavalry, United States Buffalo Soldiers, we went there and we built Yosemite. We built the roads, we built the buildings, we built all the structures there. And then we did so well, they said, well, let's send them over to Sequoia. So we went over to Sequoia.
Oh my goodness. Can y'all hear what Elder's saying? Hold on. Can y'all hear what Elder is saying? No, start over. Go, wait. Listen to what the Elder is saying. Listen.
No, there were Native Americans that lived around Yosemite and in Yosemite. The 10th Cavalry, United States Buffalo Soldiers, we went there and we built Yosemite. We built the roads, we built the buildings, we built all the structures there. And then we did so well, they said, well, let's send them over to Sequoia. So we went over to Sequoia. We built Sequoia. The next thing you know, we're the first national park range. We built national.
Calm down. What'd I tell you? Yeah, but they supporting us though. They supporting us. Shout out to the 10th Cavalry of the Buffalo Soldiers. They supporting us. The Black Cowboy Coalition. Shout out to them. I'm not even getting paid to say this, y'all. I'm not playing. These are the people that support and reaching out now. Yeah. Calm down. Yeah. Y'all in trouble. I'm gonna let that sink in. Toasty! The Cowboys were the Indians. The Indians were the Cowboys. That's right. Dane pauses at the right time. His face, yeah. He talking to him. And think he ain't strapped here. Quick draw. And he'll talk to you softly too. Now I done told you 2-3 times not to do that, young boy. Now if I pull this thing out, you ain't gonna be living no more, boy. You better hush your mouth and listen to your elder when I'm talking to you. I had his voice down packed, didn't I? Don't lie. I'm telling y'all, my skills, when I hear people's voices, I can mark them real quick now. I can impersonate voices quick. You can't tell me I wasn't accurate right there. Yeah, man. No. Yeah, we talked. Yeah, we talking to the elders. We talking to a couple of people. Yeah, no, I seen Dr. Phil Valentine shout at me, y'all. I saw that, y'all. I saw that. And I appreciate that. I saw that. I really appreciate that. He showed love for sure. I saw that. I really appreciate that. We may even have, we'll see. Wow, hold on. Let me not even say that. We'll see. But we are going to be doing some serious collaborations this year. Some extremely serious collaborations this year because I want things to get done. You know what I mean? Not just talk. I want things to get done. I want movements to be made. Well, even though we had some great movements, we still do. They still around. I'm not saying that they not. But shout out to those that, that created movements right along with me, and we did this thing together. Shout out to all of y'all. We ain't finished. We just getting started. All right, let me keep it pushing.
All right, racist.
They just got here. And you can't trace Native American to American Indian by way of paperwork. That's a brand new term that just started in the 1970s.
Let's talk about the original American Destiny swap geared towards confusing an entire continent.
Uh-oh.
Set it on fire.
Uh-oh. However, Karma at it again. He on their throat, too. He on their neck. Yeah, no. This he don't play. Talk to him.
Racist.
They just got here. And you can't trace Native American to American Indian by way of paperwork. That's a brand new term that just started in the 1970s.
Let's talk about the original American Destiny swap geared towards confusing an entire continent. The most diabolical life swap trick in history was pulled by the European colonizers. Not only did they sneakily steal the land, they systemically committed identity and name theft of Black Indigenous head of households. They forcibly baptized leaders, giving them European first and last names like John Smith or James Brown. Meanwhile, the true American Indian's name was replaced, thus removing the ability to trace lineages of the true Americans.
Ooh. Hey, however, comma, you cold, brother. You cold. You cold. That's what I'm talking about. See, this is what I'm talking about. Right here. Right here. And he of a totally different race now. And I could appreciate when they keeping it real. That's what I'm talking about right there. And I'm pretty sure he pissing them off here. I know he is. Talk to him.
This is a form of psychological warfare. The goal was twofold. First, to strip the leader of their ancestral identity and their spiritual authority. Second, and more insidiously, to create a fraudulent paper trail that would later allow outsiders to claim to be the first people on this land. It was a lie designed to sever the true indigenous people from their own history, making it easier to steal their land and justify their enslavement by pretending they were just another group of immigrants or lost Africans. Now let's apply this understanding of theft to the famous 5 civilized tribes. They were the Cherokee, Chickasaw, Choctaw, Creek, Muskogee, and Seminole nations, primarily located in the southeast region of North America.
Let's let that sink in for a minute. The majority of us know this. He's not only talking to some of our people who are, ignorant to this stuff. Keep in mind, his folks is watching him. So I know I take heat, and I know he taking heat as well. Something in the works, by the way.
What does the civilized label mean? Civilized label was a colonizer term for tribes that assimilated through force, like written constitutions, plantation slavery, and Christianity, in an attempt to negotiate for sovereignty and survival. Under policies like the Dawes Rolls in the late 1800s, the US government conducted enrollment to decide who was officially a tribal member eligible for land allotments. The process was weaponized, using tools like Walter Plecker's racial integrity policies and the one-drop rule. Black Indigenous members of these tribes were often their original people, were systematically purged from the rolls and reclassified as freedmen or simply black. Their legal Indian identity was erased with the stroke of a pen. Now that we know about the tribes that were reclassified, the original people of the Southeast, the tribes of Virginia, and the millions of American Indians in Oklahoma, Black Americans have direct ancestry to these tribes but were stripped of that legal identity. And with that being said, this information doesn't erase anyone. This removes erasure.
Shout out to Havakaba. He got 2 R's in however. So if y'all want to go follow him on TikTok and Instagram, it's 2 R's. I'm gonna leave that up for a second so y'all can see that. So it's 2 R's. There's 2 R's. Yeah, 2026 on fire, bruh. Watch. Hold on, let's stay with that race real quick. Can we stay with that race?
Good morning. So before I get started on today's video, I just want to say a quick thank you to all of the new followers and all the love you guys have shown me, the support you've shown me. I hope you enjoy this content and that you stick around and continue on this journey with me, uncovering history and just learning. So there's been talk and discussion back and forth about the transatlantic slave trade versus the trans-American slave trade. and where you're from and who's right and who's wrong.
Oh, he in the chat. He in the chat. However, Karma is in the chat. Shout out to you, brother. Absolutely, brother. Much love. Absolutely. Absolutely. You've been on fire. I see you. I see you. And yeah, I don't mind. Keep that in mind. I don't mind you clipping up my, I don't mind that at all. I saw that. And I was like, go ahead. Hey, the more eyes, the better. The more eyes, the better. And we got your back. We got your front. We got your side. I know how it's going. I know what's happening. Okay? I know how that feel. I know what's going on, but you keep telling the truth. Do not stop. Don't stop. You on fire, brother. Do not stop. Keep going. We all gonna support. I'ma make sure of that. Yep. Yeah, and don't listen. It don't matter. No matter. Look, the sexuality stuff don't matter. That part right there don't matter. We got love over here for you. Period. That don't take away from nothing. You understand me? And you hearing that from me live. Don't let them, listen, whatever that, I saw the comments. Don't let them stop you. And shout out to Daisy Blue. This is Daisy Blue that I'm playing right here. Daisy Blue, if you hear me, don't stop. Don't stop, Daisy. Don't. I know they gonna try to stop y'all. They trying. Don't do it. Don't let them stop you. Keep going. Y'all telling the truth. Y'all picking it up and putting it down. I love that. If y'all think, matter of fact, look, However Comma, I'm about to put you on the spot. If y'all think that me and However Comma should do a rapid fire back and forth video on information, indigenous information, type 13 in the chat. However Comma, Dane Calloway, rapid fire videos, type 13 in the chat.
Set it on fire, 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 fire.
Look at the chat. On camera. It's gonna be too easy for us. When you writing exact, it's easy. Watch this. Y'all ready? It's 2026 now. Look at that chat. Oh yeah, we could, yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. But now that I know he on YouTube too. Follow him on YouTube as well. That's even better. Because now I ain't got to worry about no short form content all the time. We could do some long form content. Look, YouTube like long form content. TikTok want that short form content. I could do the rapid fire. I could do it. I don't got no issue with it. We could do both. We could do both. Why not? Y'all just followed them? Okay, great. That's excellent. Excellent. Yeah. Hey, 2026, something different, ain't it? That's Eric White. That's right, Eric White.
It's go time, Slim.
It's go time, Slim. It's go time. It done got hot up in here, didn't it?
Set it on fire, fire,
all right.
fire, fire.
Hold on, let me start Daisy over real quick. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I got her turned up all the way. Okay, here we go.
Good morning. So before I get started on today's video, I just want to say a quick thank you to all of the new followers and all the love you guys have shown me, the support you've shown me. I hope you enjoy this content and that you stick around and continue on this journey with me, uncovering history and just learning. So there's been talk and discussion back and forth about the transatlantic slave trade versus the trans-American slave trade and where you're from and who's right and who's wrong. So I just asked ChatGPT, are so-called Black Americans indigenous Americans? And the answer I got back was this, and I quote, so many so-called Black Americans are indigenous Americans, but the label erased that identity. So let's talk about that.
Okay, her name is Daisy Blue. Hold on, I gotta, wait, do y'all have her correct spelling? Mods and admins, it's Daisy Blue on Instagram, but I believe she got it spelled a little differently. It is Daisy Blue on, I'm sorry, I apologize, not Instagram, TikTok. Okay, so it's spelled correctly? I could have sworn it was spelled differently. You go check? Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, because I believe it's spelled a little differently. I'm not sure if she's on YouTube. I'm not sure. Like, I just found out her other comments on YouTube. I didn't know that. I didn't know they were on YouTube. That's a good sign that they on YouTube though. But yeah, that's yeah, nah, come on. Come on. Nah, but I don't know if Daisy's on Instagram or on YouTube. I'm not sure, but I know for a fact that she's on TikTok. Is that how she spelled her name? Daisy? That's confirmed? So D-A, wait a minute, before I repeat it, is that confirmed? That's confirmed? Okay, so D-A-Y-Z-I-E. Daisy Blue, D-A-Y-Z-I-E. Yes, so no, I'm sure this is gonna get back to her. I'm pretty sure. Somebody's gonna relay this message. I'm sure, I already know that for a fact. They gonna relay the message. That's what's been happening. That's how I ran into However Karma. That's how I ran into a couple of other people. Y'all about to see a lot. Y'all about to, 2026. It's getting cold. Y'all about to see. Watch. We not playing. Yes, you found it. Okay, good. Yeah. So D-A-Y-Z-I-E in blue. B-L-U. Daisy Blue. Yeah, no, on YouTube too. I would love for them to come over here. That's long form content. We could, you know what I mean? We can have a ball with long form content. Yeah, I mean, regardless, we still gonna have fun regardless. Short form, long form. Regardless. And hey, y'all send a word out to Job Bricks too for me, please. Job Bricks, Jahbrickz on Instagram and TikTok. I believe he got that spelled the same way on TikTok. Yeah, it's time. Come on now. Yep. Okay, so she is on YouTube. Okay, good. All right, come on, hold up. Wait, oh, I hit the wrong button. Wait a minute.
Americans.
Okay, here we go.
The label erased that identity. So let's talk about that, what it really means. How the government has used lies and cover stories and narratives to continuously keep us dispossessed. Here's the bottom line. So-called Black people in this country did not just appear out of nowhere. They're indigenous to this land. They were already here. What happened to them was reclassification. Indigenous people were enslaved, controlled, and relabeled on paper as Negro, colored, and later Black. Toasty! Not because that was true, but because it severed land rights, treaty rights, and nationhood. That wasn't an accident, it was policy. The idea that million upon millions of people were shipped across the ocean while colonizers already had an entire continent full of indigenous people that they were already enslaving doesn't even make sense, economically or logistically. The Africa narrative serves one purpose, to say that you were not from here. And if
Talk to them!
Fire.
Talk to them. Here we go.
From here, then your land can be taken, your sovereignty.
Wait,
the Africa narrative serves one purpose, to say that you were not from here. And if you're
One
not,
more time.
does it even make sense
Watch
economically
this.
or logistically?
One more time.
The Africa narrative serves one purpose, to say that you were not from here. And if you're not from here, then your land can be taken, your sovereignty can be denied, genocide can be erased, and your descendants can be kept in permanent subjugation. That's not history. That's the cover of the United States. That's their narrative that they want you to believe. Black is not a people. It's not a nation. It's not a culture. It's a colonial caste label created by the United States to collapse indigenous people into a permanent underclass. Once they could no longer openly enslave Indians without legal consequence, they needed the paperwork to change. That's why the census changed. That's why identities disappeared. When you convince a people they are not indigenous to their own land, you can deny reparations and deny land return, deny sovereignty and international protection, deny self-determination.
Yep.
And when you call the resistance criminal, violent, ungrateful, it's not accidental confusion. It's ongoing colonial control. So when I say many so-called Black Americans are indigenous, but the label erased that identity, I'm not talking about feelings. I'm talking about records, land, law, and intent. The greatest lie wasn't slavery. The greatest lie was convincing indigenous people they were never indigenous at all. And once you see that, you'll know the other secrets. The more you know.
Now, okay, absolute fire. Now, y'all saying that she does have a YouTube channel. Is that confirmed? I saw a lot of people saying that she does have a YouTube channel. And her name on YouTube is Daisy Blue and You. Is that confirmed? Yes? Okay, so that is confirmed. Okay. And is that true that she only got 15 subscribers? Wait, can I have that link to her channel? So we could change that? Yes, only 11? Okay. Can y'all, okay, link her channel in here, please. If y'all can, link her channel in here. In the chat. Look, if y'all could do me a big favor and subscribe to her channel. All 1,500 of y'all. Please subscribe to her channel. There's the link. There's the link. It's in the chat. Please jump her subscribers up. Come on, y'all. We got to support the people that support us. See, this is what I'm about. That's the difference between me and Tariq. Tariq is about division. I'm not for that. I told y'all that. I'm only against those who oppose us, who oppose me. When you have the audacity to speak your mind, put it all on the line, and tell the truth, I'm for you, brother. I'm for you, sister. It's at 185 subs now. Jump it up some more, please. Jump it up some more. Please, jump it up. Jump her channel up some more. I'm not going nowhere. Y'all can come right back. Just do it quick, you know what I mean? I'm not about to just let's take at least like 1 or 2 minutes. 197, 207. Yeah, now jump it up. Now jump it up. Come on, y'all, come on. We in here. There's a bunch of us here right now. She lucky it wasn't earlier today. That's a good question. We're going to actually, that's a very good question. We're going to We got to grab his link as well. His link to his channel. I don't know how many subscribers he has on YouTube. However, comma. We could do both of them. Okay. 220 in 2 minutes. Nah, come on, we gotta do right there. And hold on, let's 1 more minute and then let's grab however commas. Okay, you got it. Okay, good. I'm glad y'all on it. Y'all on it. Y'all on it. Yeah. Shout out to the mods. They don't play. Snipers! Shout out to the mods. Shout out to the snipers. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel too. He at 2.7. Jump it up to 5K. Come on. Come on. There you go. That's his channel right there. Right there. Yep. Yeah. They on top of it. They not playing. They on top of it. I appreciate that too, y'all. Oh, he jumped at 2,700. Okay. 2.76K. So it's at 2.82 now. All right, come on. Come on. Let's get it. Yeah, come on. We could do it. Yep. All right, so she at 300 now? Okay, that need to come up. Come on, y'all. It's a bunch of us in here. Yeah. I don't know Job Brick's YouTube channel. I don't know if he's on YouTube. If y'all gotta let us know if he has a YouTube. Yeah, keep in mind, a lot of the people I didn't, okay, those that are on TikTok, I didn't know they had YouTube. You know what I mean? And I only saw Job Bricks on Instagram, to be honest. I'm sure he does have a TikTok. He should. He should have a TikTok if he doesn't. But I never knew that, you know, if he has a YouTube channel, I don't know. But okay, so he does. Okay. We need that. We need that. We need the handle. We could get their subs up right now. Job Valley Boy, are you okay? Is that okay? Get the link. Get the link so it could be easier for them to click the link and just keep it. Wait, Levante, you sharing his IG? You sharing his IG? That's his IG. Either one. I mean, it's up to y'all. If y'all want to subscribe to him on IG, if y'all on IG, but he probably would, you know. Not only IG, I would love to have his YouTube on here if he on YouTube. I would love to encourage them to come to YouTube. Yep. All right, so we did Daisy. We did However Comma. Okay, and now I think they trying to find Job Bricks really quick. Daisy coming up slow. She at 342. She gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, what the hell? What happened? Don't tell her, y'all. Don't tell her. Don't tell her. Don't get in the comments and tell her. Don't tell her. You already followed him? Okay. Okay, there you go. Blue just, okay, there go the link right there. That's it right there, y'all. This is Job Brick's YouTube channel right here. This is Job Brick's YouTube channel right here, y'all. Where he at? What's the subscribers at real quick? Where he at? Okay, that's the link to Job Bricks. Wherever he at, jump him up. Jump him up if you. Okay, cool. He at 1.9. Get him up, y'all. Come on, he at 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1.9. 1 Now he had 2.1. I mean, okay. Come on, bring him up. Bring him up. Yeah, she is gonna flip. She ain't gonna know what happened. But that's good though. Chief, you should collab on music with him. He do music? Who you talking about, Ja? Nah, they gonna come back. The people that left, they went to go sub. That's why I told y'all, go ahead, go sub. I'm gonna be right here. I'm not about to cut the live stream off. I'm for real. His music is fire. Okay. Yeah, he rap. Okay. I ain't know that. Yes, he does music. I bet. I've been trying to collab with you on the music. Send me your music. I'm in the 13. I got a whole community server. You could have been said something in the community server. I'm on, I got a Discord. The 13%. As soon as you type 13, the link will pop up. And the 13%, that's what I'm saying. Dude, look, click that link right there. Right there. And send me the stuff. Come on. I don't have no, listen, my whole office is a studio. I got Pro Tools. Wait, y'all was sharing his music channel? He has a different channel? What? Hold on. Here's his Job Bricks other page. Thank you, Levante. He shut up. Yeah, no, they on it. They on it. The admins and the mods are on it. They got it right now. They putting it up. Okay, he has 2 channels. Okay. So he got one for music and one for probably education. Daisy is at 360 now. Now they posting it. They posting his second channel right now as we speak. They posted Job Brick's second channel right now as we speak. There you go. So now it's coming up. So he has 6.5 on that one. Bring it up, y'all. Come on. Yeah, no, I told you my mods don't play that shit. I told you. My mods do not play, bruh, at all. It's at 6.6 now. Good. Come on, y'all. Come on. And don't tell them. Look, y'all, don't tell them. However, Karma don't count because he was in here, so he'd know. But don't tell Daisy and don't tell Ja. Don't tell him, y'all. Let him wake up tomorrow and find out. Yeah. And don't forget Montana on them beats. Y'all go see when we got a whole section for music inside of the 13%. So when y'all hear y'all, people be posting up their music in there. Everybody can collab. And Montana a producer. I think we got a few producers, but I know Montana officially a producer for sure. So just in case y'all needed beats. And I can holler at M16 also. They ain't nothing but a hop, skip, and a jump. Yeah, it's in the chat. It's in the chat right now. It's literally in the chat. Where you see where it say 13? Hold on. Let me type. Look, I'm gonna do it myself. Look at watch this. It's about to pop up. Look, that link right there where it says 13%. Join the 13% community server. Click that link and join. That's the one I'm talking about. That's the server. That's where we all at. Y'all can live stream in there, do music in there, voice channels in there. It's a community server, literally. It's 24 degrees in Minnesota. Oh, y'all cold. My fault, Minnesota. Y'all cold, Minnesota. Damn. Yeah, Ja music hard as fuck. I need to hear it. I didn't even know he did music. This will be my first time hearing it. We going crazy in Maryland fighting the weather machine? Yeah, I heard. Trust me, I heard. I was talking to my sister today. They still, matter of fact, her car is still stuck in ice. She can't even drive right now. I heard. And then I heard y'all got more snow coming. Y'all -8 in New York? Ooh, man. 7 degrees in Detroit? My fault, y'all. I gotta play this. Y'all cold, bro. Y'all cold. I can't do that. -2 and 2 degrees in Pennsylvania, bro. Yeah, no, her car's stuck. My sister's car's stuck. That's what she told me today. So, but it's in ice. Apparently they, and I don't want her walking out there on ice. She may even be in the chat. I didn't see. I don't know. 16 degrees for like 1 in Landover. I know. I don't even want to tell y'all the temperatures in Texas today. I'm gonna piss y'all off. The temperatures in Texas was
it's up.
That was the temperature in Texas today. And y'all gonna warm up though. Just give her some time. You know how Mother Nature do. Give her some time. Give her some time. Go ahead, Dane. What? I didn't say nothing. Let me guess, 85 degrees in Texas. I'm not saying nothing. It was, today's temperature in Texas was.
Set it on fire. Fire. Fire.
It was.
Fire. Fire.
You know what I'm saying? It was. It's nice. It's nice. You could go outside and start cooking, It was, you know what I'm saying? It was, you know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm not saying nothing else. I ain't saying nothing at all, matter of fact. I ain't saying nothing at all. Moving right along. It was 80 degrees in Phoenix. Shh. Hold on, y'all. People still freezing right now. Y'all, so listen. They gonna warm up here in a second. Y'all gotta get them into March, beginning of April. They gonna warm up. East Coast I feel so sorry for East Coast right now. Midwest going through it. But Midwest, y'all, listen, Midwest, y'all go through that every year. Midwest is just Midwestern right now. Okay? Ohio and Minnesota, and y'all know. Chicago, all of y'all. Y'all getting, That's normal for y'all. That's normal. East Coast, they. -2 in Albany, New York. Ooh, y'all. It's warm in Oklahoma. James, don't tell him nothing. Hold up. Don't rub it in. Give him a second. We can start talking trash in March. It's still February. You know what I mean? It's still February because we hit 90 degrees next. I mean,
Set it on fire. 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 Fire.
Hold up, that's not what I meant to say. I was referring to the, how it's gonna get in the 90s in March. That's what I was referring to. That's not right now. No. It's not 90 degrees right now. It's late. It's probably like, I don't even want to check my phone. I'm gonna just leave that right there. Can y'all come to New Orleans? It's nice and hot out here. Absolutely. I really do. No, seriously though, I'm not playing. Seriously, I really want to have events, and I would love for us to go to the Biltmore and different stuff like that, where we could talk about history. Not only talk about history, but also have fun at the same time. Like enjoy some great food. Yeah, like the Mardi Gras, stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure that will be nice to set up. We got plenty of people that's in Louisiana that will, we got plenty of people that's in New Orleans. Am I saying it right, y'all? Now, it's not New Orleans, it's New Orleans, right? I'm saying it right? New Orleans. We got plenty of people in New Orleans. You know, it's 76 degrees in Los Angeles. Shh, don't say nothing. Yolanda, stop. You like, I love Texas. I love Texas. Yeah, I love Texas. Yeah. I ain't no complaints. What I really do like about Texas is Texas winter lasts at least 3 weeks to a month at the most. And right after that, it's right back to spring, summer, all year round. And I love that, to be honest. I really do. When I first moved here in 2020, that took some getting used to. I wasn't used to that type of heat. I just wasn't. Coming from Asheville, North Carolina, that was, that was different right there. You know what I mean? I was like, wow, hey, does this ever calm down? Yeah, don't worry about it. You know, the Texans would say, don't wait to cool off at night. No, the hell it don't. But then again, when you get used to it, it does. And they get a nice breeze at night. Nice breeze. Ooh, I don't even know where it come from. Maybe because I'm in the mountains. I don't know. But I mean, the breeze just come out of nowhere. And it feels so good, bruh. It feels so good. But yeah, the tornadoes suck though, Dane. Let's not talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Let's not, because when they say everything is big in Texas, that includes the tornadoes, the thunderstorms. Remember I told you the house before last, our neighbor that was like 4 houses down, the lightning struck her house and she had to move. Tore her house up. I'd never seen that in my life. And we heard it too. The children to tell you. We heard it. Man, that thing sounded like a movie, and it looked so tropical outside. Like it looked spooky when a thunderstorm getting ready to happen. It looked like a tropical, like it changed colors and like it's weird how that weather is. That's the only thing I don't like. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not trying to. Matter of fact, let me try to scare y'all because I'm tired of some foreigners keep coming out here and listen to me. I'm calling y'all foreigners because y'all ain't even from. I'm not from Texas and I got the nerve, right? Listen, we don't need no more. I'm just playing. If y'all want to move to Texas, move to Texas. I'm just playing, y'all. Don't take that personally. I'm just playing. Can we get Daisy's link one more time? Can y'all post Daisy's link one more time, please? They're asking for Daisy's link one more time. Yep. And we gonna go down. Matter of fact, let me bring this up too. We gonna go down Florida. We gonna check Florida's temperature. Florida been quiet all night. Yeah, we gonna go down Florida and check Florida's temperature. Got the nerve. Don't get on us in Cali. You used to live in Killeen, Texas, and the sky would turn purple and the tornado soup. Yeah, it turned greenish, purplish. Like when I saw that, I was like, yo, what is going on? Something happened and the alien about to come down? Man, that thing, it looked spooky, bro. I'm not gonna lie. When a thunderstorm getting ready to come, you can tell that a thunderstorm coming. And don't forget, when they was talking about it was a tornado hitting in the area where I used to live in Texas, we packed up and left. We didn't move, but we ran like 4 or 5 hours away from where we were located to get out the way of that tornado. We was not having that because we believed them. Like when they say something coming, believe them, cause something coming. Like, we ain't want to stick around to find out. We was gone. We was in, I don't even know what part of Texas we landed at. It was nothing but white folks, and it looked like the Wild Wild West. It was one street, and it was named Main Street. Man, and them white folks was looking at us. They was like, who is this? But luckily they was cool. And it was, we stayed at this one hotel that they had. They had one McDonald's, one hotel, a Sonic, one grocery store. I'm talking about it was a town that looked like a Wild West movie. We were laughing when we came in there, bruh. We were like, yo, we couldn't believe that was real. We never saw that before. Man, but the trip to get there was beautiful. Texas is so pretty. And so is Arkansas. So is Alabama. So is Virginia. Man, I don't have a favorite. I really don't. It's a different country in every state. It's a different country in every state. I have a ball traveling. I really do. That's why I don't like using planes. It's always, in my opinion, it's always better to travel in a car because you get to see everything. In the plane, you not about to, I mean, unless you got some nice binoculars, you know, I mean, military grade binoculars, you know, and then on top of that, that may make you sick. You know, if you look down and man, it is so beautiful when you're traveling inside of your vehicle. Yeah, it's a lot of hours traveling, but man, that is beautiful. You can stop at any, you know, 4 or 5-star hotel, pull over, get you some rest, pick it up again. Road trips, that's right. The road trips be the best, y'all. I really wish that y'all would do that. It is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You really get to see what these states look like. They look like totally different countries because they are. Totally different cultures and all that. Like when I go up Tennessee, Tennessee be different. When you down there in the valley of Tennessee, different from the Tennessee up in the mountains. Oh my God. Tennessee's mountains, beautiful. But I remember one day I was in the Tennessee mountains and it was raining. And every time it rained in Tennessee mountains, it's fog. You can't see nothing. Bright lights and all. That fog is so scary. But it is beautiful once that stuff clear up. Absolutely amazing. North Carolina is absolutely amazing. Y'all need to see these areas, man. Y'all really do. I told y'all, look, hold on, let me see if I can. Lord, I don't want to play that video because then I'm going to start. Nah, man, I don't want to play that video. You know, somebody was in that video with me. I'm not trying to play that video, but y'all know what I'm, matter of fact, I don't want to play it. I don't want to do it. I was about to play it and mute it, but I don't want my mind on that right now. Yeah, the Smoky Mountains is beautiful. Yes. Yep. Absolutely. Yes, I've been to Kentucky. Absolutely. What you mean? I've been all of the South. The whole South I didn't already visit it. The only places I really haven't visited is parts of the Midwest and parts of West Coast. Like California is so big that I haven't visited all of California just yet. So, and that's probably gonna take a while. I'm gonna need like a month in Cali alone to visit Cali. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's why I say, you know, men, if y'all sleeping on them ladies from the South, them like the Nietzsche in Kentucky, I done seen, listen. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna keep it PG-13. It's some, look, and then Texas made me say, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, always with security. Yeah, always. Absolutely. We don't play. No. Yeah, no. You know, I'm just saying, look, there's women beautiful everywhere in America. You know, but, it's just certain ones, you know what I'm saying? You know, there's some states that you gonna have to, you know, I was sleeping on a few states. Don't sleep. That's all I'm saying. Don't sleep. And they popping out, you know, smelling good, looking good, and you like, where you been? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I ran into a lady from Minnesota or something. Wait, I forgot what she said she was from. I had to try my hand real quick, like, where you from? Something, I'm trying to remember what she said now. Something in the Midwest. I was like, what? You know, and then, yeah, I'm from a small town and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, damn, you know. But yeah, you know. Yeah. Nah, let me, okay, anyway, so look, come on, y'all, chill. Okay, yeah, nah, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, what I you know, I was like, you know, I was just saying. But anyway, Anyway, you did your genealogy. Your mother's Italian and pops is 100% Aboriginal American. His fourth and fifth grandfather owned 366 acres. Cool. And had a tobacco field with 4 free whites and 3 slaves. Your fourth grandfather, 1830 mulatto to 1850 black. Yep. Get used to that. A lot of, look what they just go over. What they just go over. However, Karma and Daisy both went over basically the same thing. A lot of misclassification. Yeah, I know I didn't. The whole time I've been on YouTube. But yep, get used to that. A lot of misclassification. What's happening? Absolutely. The tornadoes are the breeze Dane is speaking of. Listen, don't say that. Don't say that, Marvin. That's not what Dane was speaking of, because I'm not gonna be near no. As soon as they say tornado, I'm gone. I'm not sticking around. Oh, look, it's a tornado. I'm not a storm chaser. The only storm I would chase, wrestle in the WWE, and that's the only time. Yeah, so genealogy is for you. A lot of misclear. Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all gotta know who I'm talking about to understand what I'm talking about. Cause I mean, oh man. Levante put a not a GIF or a GIF. Levante put a GIF of a Jade. Watch this. Levante, go ahead, hit her with a GIF of Jade so it can pop up in the chat. Yes. A good one now. You talk about don't do it. Oh, never mind. Oh, matter of fact, wait, don't get explicit. Matter of fact, I'm glad you said no. Yeah, don't grab us an explicit one where it's showing too much. You know how YouTube be. Hold up. Yeah, because I got it on big screen, right now, 9:16. YouTube just waiting for something, Floridians love hurricanes. It's crazy ass. I believe y'all crazy. I believe everybody that live in Florida crazy. They don't run from no hurricane. They outside grilling, shirts off, they in, boxes, they eating, shrimp, and they partying. Y'all crazy. Look, y'all, it's a hurricane. Let's keep getting up. Not me. Not at all. Where you going, Dane? I'm going. Y'all staying? Well, I'm gonna see y'all next week. No, thank you. I'm not sticking around with no hurricane. None of that. No tornado. I'm not sticking around. I don't care what she look like. I'm from Florida. She could be absolutely crazy. You know what I'm saying? But the hurricane come. You gonna stay with the? Stay? Stay where? You gonna stay with me to the? No. What you mean? Matter of fact, thanks for telling me. I'm gone. I'm pulling out that night. Well, pulling out away from Florida. Pulling out away from Florida. Okay, yeah, Levante, wait. I missed it. I missed it. Did he do it? I missed it. I missed it. I don't know if he posted it or not. Did it work? It should have worked. Because I got my chat set up with y'all could post GIFs and the GIFs will pop up, but it will be on my screen, not inside of y'all chat. I gotta fix that script up a little bit. I gotta work some kinks out on that script. Yeah, like look, Nadia in Florida. There you go. Yeah, there she go. Yeah, there you go, y'all. That's her. Boy, bruh. That's the only storm I chase right there. That's it. That's it. I ain't gonna do too much chasing now. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? That's it. She could come to my door looking just like that. Come on in. What you need? You, What? Hey man in here, y'all stop playing with me. stop. I don't care if you black, white, Latino, I don't care. She come to your door looking like that, you letting her in. You letting her in. Go ahead and lie. Dane must be single if he chasing that storm. Oh, you ain't heard the news? Oh man, you ain't hear the news, huh? That's so last year. She is a wrestler. She's a wrestler in the WWE. Nah, Dane, you don't got the time. Nate Fontana. I know you gonna lie. But see, you tied up, Montana. You know, I used to be tied up. I ain't tied down no more. I ain't tied down no more. I don't got no wife no more. I don't got that. I can say what I want now. The chains is off. You hear me? Oh man. Be careful with that. I mean, yeah, you know, it's going, you know, we gotta be careful with the ladies, you know, picking and choosing. We gotta be careful with that. Dane, was the Great Plain Indians only wearing wool bonnets? No. Don't get me started on that. But no, nah. The ones that you're seeing right now are copycatting each other because they don't understand the traditions that were practiced way back before they got here. So all I'm looking like right now for that reason. All I'm looking like that, you know, Yeah, she cool too. That's Bianca, right? Bianca cool too. The gloves are all Big Chief. Yeah, nah, man, I'm, you know, I'm on the market, but I ain't up on the market for sale. You understand what I'm saying? I'm on the market to, right now I'm chilling. I'm focused on my work. You know, I'm chilling. But yeah, man. Focus on taking care of my children. Focus on my work, putting out these projects so we could get to other things. You know, a woman, you know, right now, I mean, it depends. She gotta be the right one, you know. And I'm real picky right now, so. You and Nisha can't be done permanently? Oh no, we done permanently. We done. That was last year, man. That was last year. All of last year, man. Most eligible bachelor. Yeah, man. It just, you know, it happens. It happens to a lot of people, man. It ain't nothing, you know, to cry over spilled milk about. It ain't nothing like that. He's just browsing at times. Nothing wrong with browsing. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, I may eventually get remarried, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I already got children, but we'll see. Again, I don't know what the future may hold. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not trying to predict my own future, but I know for a fact that I'm, you know, I'm in there. I'm still young too. So who knows? Right. Make another cut. Absolutely. Absolutely. Me too, Dane, 20 years. Yeah, man, I put in work, 20 years of work. But, you know, but keep in mind, we were young. You know what I'm saying? And just people just grow apart. That's all. People just grow apart. Nah, it got to end with, Levante, it got to end with GIF. That's how my script is written. It got to end with GIF or JPEG or something else. But that's how my script is written in order for it to work. So that one right there that you just shared it's not gonna work. It gotta be in a, like, from, you know, it gotta be a GIF for real in order for it to work. Dane, why can't I rewind any of your lives? I don't have the DVR on. That's why. Because the reason why I take that off is because it get confusing to me. It would be confusing to me. Like, for example, you could be responding to something I said like an hour ago, and it confuses me. I used to have the DVR on, but I took that off because I don't like that. It confuses me. Like that's why I want to interact with you right now. That's why I got it on low latency. Or sometimes I'll have it on ultra latency when I got my camera on, so I can react to you or talk to you in real time. Now, Levante, again, don't forget it has to end in GIF, JPEG, and PNG. JPEG, GIF, or GIF and PNG. That's the only time something gonna post in the chat. It gotta end like that. That's how I wrote the script. 10 years was long enough for you. Can't imagine 20. Yeah, I mean, it happens, man. It happens. It happens to the best of us. It's all good. Again, I don't want y'all feeling sorry and feeling down. I don't want that type of mood, man. We did all that last year, man. It's 2026. You know what I mean? It's a whole nother year, man. Brand new. I did all that pain and suffering last year. I ain't trying to go through all that. I had to make my mind up, reorganize my schedule, all that. I had to go through hell last year. That was crazy. But that was last year, man. We doing things differently this year. And again, I got the children with me, so. Dane, did you ever pop in on your 24-hour live stream? No, I have not recently. No, I have not recently. But I will though. In fact, that's about to get updated because people were trying to figure out if that was me, and that is my 24-hour live stream. So I am going to update that, and then eventually I'll start, you know, peeking in, peeking out. People actually thought that was just somebody trying to copy. And it wasn't. That's my 24-hour channel. Yeah, moving forward. Yeah, absolutely. Moving forward, man. Nah, Big Dang, you need to get that back. Get what back? No. What you talking about? No. No. And look, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you knew what I knew, you would say no. If you knew what I knew, you would say no, okay? You would say absolutely not. Absolutely not. Can be stuck on it. Can't be swept under the rug either. Right, yeah, it ain't no little stuff. Nah. It's for a reason. Yeah. Okay. God bless you and your family. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right, stay safe. We'll see you later. Watch you talking about what? Yeah. Man, look, what you talking about? Right. Nah, we ain't gonna talk about that. You curious? Nah. OC cheated? We ain't getting into all that. We ain't getting into all that. All that is going, I'll leave your mind to, figure that out. But I'm not the one that's going to put all that stuff out there. That's not for the public to know. It's really not. Like, that part right there don't matter, to be honest. Just know that we ain't together. I'm gonna her historical site in Illinois. No, I haven't. I haven't been there. I have not been there. Paperwork talk about become sovereign or indigenous legit. Is the paperwork people talking about to become sovereign or indigenous legit? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I can't speak for other people. I don't know what that is. I do not know. No, it got to be the full-fledged link, Montana. It got to be the full-fledged link. Yeah. I mean, because I'm not there. I understand it's certain people that want to know that because I am a public figure in a way. I guess they could categorize it that way. But nah, I'm not here to knock her. I'm not here to do none of that. I'm not going to do that. She played a major part in my life. You know what I mean? I'll still give her props to this day. I'm the better man. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's just people grow apart. Right? You're not going to catch me unless something is wrong. If something is wrong, you see what I'm saying? Then something is wrong. But nah, it ain't going to be like that. Like, I'm not going to start nothing like that. I won't be the one to do that. Would you homeschool? Yeah, I homeschool my children right now. Absolutely. Dang, how many tribes have been erased by this government? I don't know exactly as far as the number is concerned, but I can tell you right now is way more than 350, 375. I can tell you that. Way more than that. That we know that number is higher because of how many families there are today. Think about it. We know that number is higher because of how many families there are today. They could go back and watch last year's videos. Yeah, I mean, I didn't create a video about it. You know what I mean? That wasn't something I made a video on. Let your relationships be private and personal. People get into people's business way too much. Public figure, mind your damn man. Yeah, because it's not. Yeah, I mean, you know, that ain't me telling you solves what. You know what I mean? It doesn't do anything for me. Create your own tribe. That's legitimate. I mean, you can, but it's not going to be indigenous to this land. You know, unless you're trying to do it in. I mean, it depends on how you do it. Like you doing it in representation of an older tribe. You trying to, you know, revitalize an older tribe. Something, you know, it depends on what your intentions are. But yeah, if you create your own organization, you know, it's basically that's what that is. Like you creating an organization. That's all, you know. I can't take that away from people. People do it all the time. Do you know how many people or how many assimilated into Cherokee as far as tribes are concerned? From what I was told, that had to have been like 4. And then Cherokee ended up becoming one of the largest tribes. I believe it was 4, if I'm recalling it correctly. But it was only the Cherokee Nation, not to be confused with Eastern Band Cherokee. Cherokee Nation is what I'm referring to, where it was multiple tribes that was brought over. The reason why that happened is because certain chiefs were eliminated from particular tribes, and they just adopted other tribes. None of the current tribes' names are their indigenous names. I agree with you, Reggie. I agree with you. I agree. Yep. Don't forget that the tribes have been infiltrated. Yep. Create a new nation. Yeah, that's what, I mean, it depends on what people want to do with that though, Jacob. It depends. Like, I would love to see in a person's intent on what that new nation is about. Like, what does it represent? A lot of people were asking me to do one. And the reason why I didn't, you know, get into that was because of, I know what it comes with. And, but, well, I mean, I'm not going to say that that's going to be the end of the line where I may, you know, where I'm saying that's permanent. Like, I'm not going to do that ever. But we'll see. That all depends. We'll see. It depends on a few factors for me, though. Yep. Yeah, a lot of tribes were consolidated into one tribe. Yes. Yes, it's powwow festivals near me. Yep. Wait, what happened? What? Daisy was in here? I missed it. What happened? Was she in here? No, Daisy's video finished. I just didn't move on to the next video. I was talking to y'all. I'm doing this for y'all. Am I for the tribe, Cherokee Nation, Anning and Weir? Yeah, Anning and Weir is the original. Yep. So finding out more racism on like off books in American real numbers with the Klansmen and government officials involved, that number may never, I agree. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, as long as you doing your part and finding it out and keep going. But yeah, the number probably will increase, most likely. Hold on. But yes. I appreciate the Cash App, Ashley. Thank you. I appreciate the Cash App. Thank you. Who frees it like that? Who's Daisy? The lady I'm playing right now. Oh, well, I just got finished playing. That's her name. Her name is Daisy Blue. So let's pull it up. Let's keep it pushing. Because I'm over here talking to chat, and I blame chat for this. Is y'all fault. This is y'all fault. We ain't even move on to the next video because of y'all. Nintendo ringtone, Dane? That's not Nintendo. Don't be disrespectful. That's Sega. What do you got? Don't you ever disrespect Sega like that. Don't you ever do that. All right. Y'all ready? All right, good night. Vante, good night. Good night, Coley. Why a couple people leave it now? Y'all take care. We'll see y'all the next time. Yeah. All right, so the next video. Let me see. No, because I played this one. Oh, wait, I think it's this one. Wait, I think it's this one. Let me see.
Indigenous traditions that your black ass do, that they tried to gaslight you into saying that you don't have no culture. Part 2. Okay, y'all.
Wait a minute. Now her name, let me grab her name really quick. I remember her last name was Duval. Kennedy Duval. Kennedy Duval on TikTok. That's her name, Kennedy Duval.
Telling our history by mouth. So y'all know when we was little, we heard the first president was black. So that means we heard George Washington was black. We did not learn that in school. It was black people who told us that. That's Indian shit. All right, y'all, my aunt, balance. We were always balanced, y'all. Y'all know how they be like, black people, they so resilient, and no matter what you throw at them, they gonna always be happy and woo woo woo. Y'all, we also the opposite of that. We love to fight. We love to whoop motherfuckers' ass. We are natural warriors. Break dance.
Oh, no. No, that's copyrighted. No, I can't play that. Wait, that's copyrighted. Wait. Oh, she's still playing it. Okay, wait. She picked it back up right here.
That's Indian shit, y'all. I'm telling you. The bow and arrow. Indian shit. All right, and a lot of us when we were little used to make bow and arrows. And we used to grab the rocks and try to shave them into the arrowheads. Why?
The rocks were sharpeners for us.
Another one.
I definitely did that.
Nigga.
Now look at this.
Using nigga. Negro.
Oh my God, wait, no, she playing more copyrighted music. Wait, hold up.
Nigga.
And she still, no.
Oh,
hold on, y'all, wait. I can't play that because that's copyrighted.
Flag. That's our shit. Indian shit. And the last one. Y'all know, y'all used to watch your mama or your great grandma or your grandma. She never threw her hair away.
Now that's true. That's true. Even I was told, like, when, okay, let me hold on. Let me let her finish.
And burned it. Indian shit.
Right.
But this is the things that they want to die out of our culture with this whole social media shit, y'all.
She's right.
Indian shit. We've been here. This our shit. This Turtle Island. And don't let nobody make you think that you don't got no fucking culture, because yes, you do.
She's right. Yeah, nah, she's absolutely correct.
Set it on
Shout out to Kennedy Duval on TikTok. That's deep though, especially with the hair part. I'm actually glad that she closed it with that. Based off of what I was told from my grandparents and my mama, like basically you're supposed to burn it because people can cast spells over your hair. Okay? They can cast spells over your hair and do things to you that can harm you. Y'all familiar with that, right? We don't got to get all deep on that part, right? Y'all familiar with that? Give me a 13 in the chat if y'all familiar with that. Where's Turtle Island? Right here. We're in Turtle Island right now. Yep, yeah, people would burn it, flush it down the toilet. Yeah, that's right. Or people would literally take it and keep it. Some of them would take it and keep it. Don't forget that. I just answered your question. Where's Turtle Island? Why you asking? You can't hear me? We're in Turtle Island right now. Right now. Yep, and people, well, that's right. When people cut out their hair when they got dreads, they keeping that as well. That's true. That is absolutely true. Yeah, you don't let nobody take control of your hair. In fact, that goes down to people doing your hair. Y'all know I got long hair. You know what I mean? That person has to be spiritually in tune in order for that to work out with me. You know what I mean? That's why you don't want a lot of people in your hair neither. That's another thing, ladies. Like if you got 2-3 hairdressers, or like I understand if you got to if you're traveling, you got to go out of state. But boy, oh boy, you should be picky with who's in your hair, who's touching your hair. If you got one, you need to have her travel with you. You know what I mean? Or him, because sometimes it could be guys doing your hair too. Like I remember there was a I used to get it was a guy that used to do her makeup, you know what I mean? And you know, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see it where the guys do a better job. I ain't gonna hold you. You know, I didn't, especially with the makeup. Yeah, if ladies, if y'all haven't tried that, start going to the guys to get your makeup done. Just try it, just see. You know, I'm not saying that that's for all cases, but based off of, you know, what I was doing for her, like, yeah, them boys don't play that. They you know, they be hooking it up. Yep. Look, the ladies in the chat saying facts. Yeah, I'm not playing. But yeah, let them travel with you. What's her name? What's the sister's name on TikTok? Her name is Kennedy Duval on TikTok. Now, her name is spelled differently, and I do not have that on me. Blue Dreamer Olivante, do y'all have that? Do y'all have her? There you go. That's it. That's how you spell it right there. Maybe y'all could grab her link real quick. Please, there you go. They on it. They already on it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. They already got the link. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate that. Now, when y'all go follow her and blow her up on TikTok, do not tell her with them they not call subscribers. What do they call on TikTok? Followers. Don't listen. Don't say nothing. Yeah, shout out to the moderators. They don't be playing, bro. They don't be playing, bro. I appreciate that. Big old hugs, firm handshakes. I appreciate that. She at 26K? Okay, she doing good. She doing real good. That's excellent. That's good. Okay. Yeah, but okay, and they posted it in the chat. I appreciate that, y'all. I really do. So if y'all on TikTok, please go ahead and follow her on TikTok. We gotta show love to everybody. She has a YouTube too? All right, we gotta verify that. Let's just verify her YouTube channel. Because basically the reason why I'm saying that is because I don't want the wrong person to get the subscribers, you know what I mean? Once we verify it, you know. And did y'all follow Tim and Phoebe? Real Talk with Tim and Phoebe, remember?
Is an ancient descriptive term that defines all Aboriginal people that have indigenously inhabited the landmass historically called Turtle Island.
Don't forget to follow Real Talk with Tim and Phoebe. That's our favorite aunt and uncle on YouTube. Okay. Oh, that's her YouTube channel? Damn, y'all got her YouTube channel that fast? Nah, she married. No, she married to Tim. She married to Tim. Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. I gotta put that disclaimer. I understand. Look, hold on, but she married to Tim. So it's real talk with Tim and Phoebe. She's married. That's out. We you know what I mean? Yeah, that's our favorite aunt and uncle. All right, relax. Relax. And I'm pretty sure Tim know, you know, but all you gonna do is hype his head up. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You said that brother starving. I had that too. I don't have that queued up. I got that too. Damn, you lucky I don't have that right now. I gotta add all that other stuff in. I got more stuff like that. I gotta add that stuff in. All right now, fellas. We get it. She married though. We get it. Remember when Denzel said that? That brother starving. I got that. I just don't have it queued up. Listen, let me go to the next, because y'all playing now. Y'all, let's go to the next. Y'all. And Tim gonna be proud too. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Tim, I'm telling y'all, they got that Chicago swag and everything. They be clean as, watch, y'all gonna love their channel. All right, now this is, wait a minute, I'm trying to remember this brother's name. Wait a minute, give me a second. Before I play this, let me try to remember this brother's name. His name is, oh my goodness, what is his name? And then, Avakama played his video too. In fact, let me play that. Let me play that one. Because if I'm not mistaken, I believe he shouted him out in this video. Hold on, let me double check. I believe it was this one.
This is a map on the government website showing a list of Native American Indian boarding schools. But notice something. Do you notice something that you should notice? Where are the schools in this area?
Let's talk about the Indian boarding schools that were set up for Indian freedmen in North America. The first school we will learn about is the Tallahassee Manual Labor Boarding School for Creek freedmen. It is stated that this school was funded by the Creek Nation in the Indian Territory. The Tallahassee School was originally founded in 1850 as the first of three
I said that was Samuel.
For the education of Creek children.
Wait a minute, because hold on, because this is how Avakama video. Hold up, and then he posted that so he could get more information. He was doing a drop. What was this brother's name, y'all? Because I have another video of his, and wasn't it Samuel C? Okay, Samuel C. I believe that's confirmed. Wait a minute, let me make sure. Are we confirmed? And it's Samuel C on TikTok, right? Are we confirmed? Because I'm gonna let Avakama's video play. And then I'm gonna pick, okay, so that is confirmed. So it's Samuel C on TikTok. Wait a minute, y'all watch, because the mod's probably about to grab that. And y'all about to get the link. Hold on, so let me start for the top. Wait a minute.
This is a map on the government website showing a list of Native American Indian boarding schools. But notice something. Do you notice something that you should notice?
There it is.
Where are the schools in this area?
There it is. Okay, that's Samuel C's YouTube channel and TikTok right there. That's his YouTube and TikTok right there in the chat. I appreciate that, y'all. I appreciate that. All right, so let me have a comment. Hold on, he about to add into it. Wait a minute, let me hear.
But notice something. Do you notice something that you should notice? Where are the schools in this area?
Let's talk about the Indian boarding schools that were set up for Indian freedmen in North America. The first school we will learn about is the Tallahassee Manual Labor Boarding School for Creek freedmen. It is stated that this school was funded by the
remember that picture?
in the Indian Territory. The Tallahassee School was originally founded in 1850 as the first of 3 boarding schools for the education of Creek children by the Creek Nation. Interesting. Why would Black Americans be schooled by tribes in Indian Territory? Let's keep going. In December 1880, the 3-story brick school building was mostly destroyed in a fire. For many years, Tallahassee was the only school in Indian Territory to offer schooling beyond elementary grades for Indian freedmen. Tallahassee was the only freedmen boarding school to remain open after the tribal dissolution in 1906. It remained a school for Black Americans until 1924. Not Native Americans, mind you. And there's that year again, 1924, the year of the Indian Removal Act. See how the time frames start to connect? And now
Good. I'm glad you did that.
The Nation established schools for its freedmen, including the Cherokee Nation Colored High School. The school was opened near Tahlequah, Oklahoma at Double Springs, serving about 25 students with efforts to educate freedmen originating within the tribes. Education for freedmen was initially driven by each of the 5 tribes, with the Cherokee Nation providing some high school opportunities. Cherokee High School went on to become the Carter G. Woodson High School as it stands today.
He going
another
in!
School tied to tribal origins but created for Black Americans. Freedmen boarding schools were built 29 years before the Native American boarding schools discussed in yesterday's video, and 15 years before slavery supposedly ended in 1865. So if we follow the colonizer story, how in the heck were enslaved people being indoctrinated and educated by themselves? All of the educators at both groups' boarding schools were HBCU educated Black teachers. When something's off, the whole timeline will shatter, and we can all see the bits and pieces all over the floor. America is not as old as they say it is, and Black Americans were here first.
Very good point. Very good ending. Very good ending. I like that. That whole video was good. That's very good. That's very good. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I have a comment. I'm probably gonna clip that part with the Carter G. Woodson School. I'm gonna probably clip that because I have something to match with that myself. Yeah. Matter of fact, let me make sure I pull this one to the side. Hold up. Yeah, that was good. That was very good. Hold up. Hold on, I gotta pull this over because that's about to go in one of my docs. Yeah, because I'm oh yeah, no, he was cooking. He don't play. That's what I'm saying. Y'all about to, okay. It's 2026. I'ma just keep saying it. It's 2026 now. All right, so let me get Samuel up real quick. And I believe, wait a minute, I didn't move that over? Oh, my fault, Samuel, I don't have it. I saw a video of Samuel's, somebody sent to me, and this is not it. Wait a minute. Let me double check. This is not it. Hold on a second. Let me look at something real quick, y'all. 1 second. Let me look at something real quick. I don't want to play the wrong person. Let me double check. No, Glad I double checked because this is. Wait, nah, that's that. Yeah, we gonna do this later because that's that. Ain't that Pan-African young? Yeah, nah. We gonna do this later. Hold up. Damn, bro. I could have sworn I moved that over. Now I gotta go back to my inbox to try to find that because people sending me y'all stuff, y'all. And I apologize that I didn't have that because Samuel had something that was fire and I could have sworn I moved that thing over, bruh. No, I don't have it. I'm triple checking real quick. Okay, yeah, I gotta find it again. I gotta find it. Now I gotta go through my DMs because, okay, that's what happens. People are sending me the stuff. They DMing it to me. They sharing it with me in the 13%. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I'm definitely going to bring him up though, for sure. Be on the lookout for that. All right, let me play hers. Okay. Oh, it do not say her name. Y'all gonna have to tell me her name.
Hashtag for mom. I show Papa Yaku you already little on a jug. What's this color? It's your girl 70 Divine and I'm back. TikTok's on my page, but they can't take the truth. Did she say 70 Divine?
Hold on, I think she said 70 Divine. 1 second. Hey, Magnet, thank you for this Cash App. Been a while, but I'm back though. It's okay. It's okay. I appreciate you coming back. I appreciate that. Thank you for the Cash App as well.
TikTok took my page, but they can't. Wait. It's your girl 70 Divine and
70 Divine? I believe she's saying 70 Divine.
I'm back. TikTok took my page, but they can't take the truth. We gonna set that straight. Okay, so we're gonna start off fresh. We're gonna start off louder, clearer, and smarter. So we're gonna get back to what we was talking about. The mysteries of indigenous history. And for thousands of fucking years before colonization, dark-skinned indigenous communities lived across the Americas. Lived across the Americas, all over the place. Black people that were not from Africa. Explorers described them as tawny, copper-colored, similar to the Caribbeans, but they were not African, and they were not Caribbean migrants. They were indigenous to this land. Mm-hmm. We are indigenous to this land. And we are not going to allow people to keep playing in our motherfucking faces. But when America built its racial categories, and they reclassified us so many times.
Right.
Okay.
Over and over.
Entire nations of dark-skinned indigenous people were reclassified, absorbed, or erased on paper. And I talk about this a lot in my videos. Okay, so we had a lot of the different treaties from the Native Americans. They promised protection. They promised us land. They promised us rights. But all them promises was broken, of course, again and again. Still to this day, they're just now trying to come out and be like, oh, y'all are the indigenous, because you know that the truth is coming out. And you can no longer keep telling that lie. Boarding schools separated families. Languages was banned. Identities were rewritten. Meanwhile, the number of Africans documented as arriving directly into what is now called the United States was far smaller than most people were taught.
Absolutely.
It was only like 23 people. But we have to tell you 388,000 that were actually logged to ever come here. But that's not including them going all the way.
And that was wrong. They retracted that. At first they said 12.5 million. Then they said 388,000. Now they're saying 92,000. Somebody send her my video on that, please, so she can see that. I got that directly from the horse's mouth. 92,000. 92,000. So it dropped from 12.5 million to 388,000. Now 92,000. And it's actually a lot smaller than that. Because, okay, if you really go back to slavevoyages.org and you take a look at who they're counting as African, you could literally see how many Africans came. And it was only it was less than 30 of them. Okay? Because what they were trying to confuse the people with were people from the Caribbean islands, and they weren't African. So in their records, exactly. And their own records are claiming or own claims, because they didn't even show us the records. They just gave us the numbers. So in their own claims, no, I didn't state any. I said 92. I mean, I didn't say 92. I showed you that they said 92. They said 92. I didn't make any claim. I played that video itself, so you can hear it for yourself. That's on my channel now. But if you go on slavevoyages.org and check the records for yourself, you're going to notice that the Africans' numbers, disembark and embark, is way lower than that. They're up under 30. When I'm talking about, they're labeling them as African. Everybody else was Caribbean or from the Caribbean islands. If y'all can, please send her that video so she can see that. Slave Voyages need to delete their website. I agree, because they're inaccurate, and they have been accurate ever since their inception. I agree. They definitely need to remove that website. All they're doing is confusing people, making up lies left and right. And guess who they're funded by? They're funded by the Rockefellers. Okay, the Rockefeller Foundation. Matter of fact, I have a video. Matter of fact, well, hold on. Let me see if I can find that. Hold on. I showed you who they were funded by. Live. I did that live when I had my bush. When I was growing my hair. That was so long ago. Wait a minute. I may or may not have that. That may be on my old hard drive. We'll see. Hold on. Wait a minute. Because I put that up on the screen. Hold up. Directly from their website on top of that. Because they told you. They didn't have no cut cards back then. Okay. Clips. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I may not have that on this hard drive, y'all. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't think I got that on this hard drive. That's how old that was. And that was like basically 3 hard drives ago. Or two. It was 2 hard drives ago. Yeah, that's not on here. That's not on here. Y'all lucky. I would have been playing it right now. All right, so let's keep going.
To Canada and stuff. But the truth is that the indigenous people were dark-skinned and they were enslaved as well, displaced, reclassified, and forced into systems that erased who we were. So when we talk about mound builders, us, copper workers, us, ancient burial grounds, ours, we're talking about cultures that existed long before modern labels. Okay, and generations of those descendants have no idea that their identity was even taken from them or erased because their identity was rewritten by law, not ancestry. Okay, and that's just like those Native Americans, the people that come from Siberian descent. They don't know either. This page is about reclaiming the pieces to those stories, telling the full story, and healing what was hidden.
They don't know either.
That's what I
do
said
here. That.
And I want to welcome you to the new chapter. And I hope you're ready to work. And we're going to dig into those mysteries of indigenous Black American history. And we are going to stop this game, stop these lies, because what happens in the dark always comes to light.
That's
and
right.
The first shall be last and the last shall be first. And history always repeats in reverse. History always repeats in reverse. Period. And Ashe, peace and love. And I love you. Yeah. All day, every day, my Black indigenous American people. I'm back.
Ooh, I like her. I like her. What's her name? What's her name, y'all?
Fire.
What's her? Well, y'all sharing her? I wasn't looking at the chat. I was actually paying attention to what she was saying, y'all. I mean, what she was saying. What's her? Look, she making me trip up. What's her name? I sent this to you. Oh, what's her name? Savanique Divine. Is that her name? There you go. Okay, Levante sharing it. There go the link. You said her name is Set It On Fire.
Set it on fire.
All right, so she on TikTok. I believe it's pronounced Savanique Divine. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Yeah, she was cold. See, I hear you. I'm talking about her. But she was saying that they took her page. See, that's another reason why we need to be supporting. You know what I'm saying? We go back and forth with the support. Bring those that's telling the truth together. Yeah, and we could be all on, you know what I mean? And then we could have each other's back. So when stuff like that happen, you know, basically, however many followers she had that they took could come right back. You see what I'm saying? With the quickness. Yeah, I just played Kennedy Duvall. Just played her. Yep. Wait, is she in the chat? Wait, why y'all say that? I missed the chat. I wasn't looking at the chat. Y'all gotta say it again now. Y'all gotta stop being lazy. Tell me again. If I missed it, talk to me. Talk. You supposed to inform what Dane. Y'all want me to talk like a pastor? You gotta help your brother and let him know what's going on in the chat. Talk to your brother and let him know what's going on in the chat. Kennedy Duval is in the chat. Okay, yeah. What's up, OCO sister? How you? OCO Chiefess?
Fire.
Absolute fire. Absolute fire. And look, and Kennedy, you late. You late. I just got finished playing your video. You late. You late. That's right. You late. But it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna be playing more of your videos. I done already told you. You know, it's me. You know what? I should do, what y'all think about that? Should I do a video where I'm talking like a pastor and I'm telling them to let them know that we're indigenous to this land and they lied and told us that we were not the people of this land mass? Should I go like that? You think they'll take me seriously? Like if I sit behind the podium, right? Hold the microphone, why y'all laughing? Look, come on. Drewski did it. I could go rent out a church real quick. No, don't do it. Hell no. But what if they get the message across? Well, I mean, like what? No? All right, okay, all right. I ain't gonna do it. Martin Luther Calloway, stop it. I had a dream that one day, instead of coming off of the mountaintop, we was reaching back for the mountaintop to climb up. Let me stop. All right, come on, y'all. All right, that's enough. Let me. That would be nice though. I'm not gonna lie. If I would, all right, I'm gonna leave it alone. Y'all want me to do it? Go think we play. Yeah, that's true. They are gonna think we playing. And I am gonna be playing. But I'm gonna be talking about some serious stuff. That is true. That's absolutely true. They ain't gonna be, they gonna be like, well, we can't take these niggas serious now. Look how they playing. But that's true. Yeah, you right. All right, let's keep it pushing. Hold up. I think we got a few more. Levante, what's that you just sent me? Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, cause that's gonna jump me out of order real quick. Wait a minute. I had a little order going on. All right, here we go.
Who's mad today? Are the people who hate to see black
Her name is India Johnson. Shout out to India Johnson. I'm just saying on TikTok.
Feel entitled to this country because it is ours. Who's mad are the people who really, truly hate black Americans, hate to see us coming, love to see us depicted as thugs, love to see us depicted as drug dealers and baby mamas, love to see us depicted as degenerates, hate to see us winning, hate to see us being acknowledged by the President of the United States, hate to see us being celebrated, hate to see us being established as the foundational Americans of this here country. The president knows what's up when it comes to black Americans who have been here. Our ancestors have been here since prior to the foundation of this country, and some of y'all hate to see it. There are black Americans who hate to see us love ourselves. Y'all really believe that there is anybody around here? Look at that. That right there, all of that belong to my parents. There are people right now in America who believe that the status of black Americans can be removed, can be revoked. There are people in America right now, Americans, who believe that black people can be sent anywhere, black Americans can be sent anywhere. This is our country. We've been here. We've literally been here since prior to the establishment of the Constitution. And y'all believe that there are people, y'all believe that Donald Trump is so hateful and evil and maniacal. Y'all think he's the devil or something. And y'all believe that he has the power to just wipe out our history. Y'all say that. Y'all believe he has the power to just wipe out our history and put us on boats or ships or planes, I don't know, buses. I don't know how he would do it, and just send us away. Y'all believe that we are too weak to fight for what belongs to us. Y'all don't even understand we the only ones been fighting this whole time. We've not been wiped out, okay? Our population has not grown but our population has been pretty steady, even with mass incarceration, even with the crack and cocaine epidemics, even with redlining, even with them putting projects on top of cemeteries, even with every single way these maniacal forces have tried to eliminate Black Americans, we're still here. We're everywhere.
Set it on fire.
We are not some figment of your imagination.
Yeah, I felt that one. I felt that one. That was spiritual. See how the Creator come through the people? I felt that one. Yeah, that was
Set it on fire.
I like that.
We're everywhere. We are not some figment of your imagination. We're not just sketches in a book. You don't just find us in museums. We're around and we're staying. We're literally not going anywhere. We don't die. We multiply.
Right.
And this is a turning point in our history. Things are really about to change, and I'm so grateful for it. What a time to become a mother. What a time to become a mother to an amazing, beautiful Black boy. I am so excited. I love it here. How about you?
Oh, so she about to, hey, congratulations. She about to have her baby. Congratulations, India Johnson. I'm just saying she got IJS. So I'm guessing that's saying, I'm just saying. Congratulations too, by the way. Matter of fact, let me give her a round of applause. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Let me see here. Oh, I forgot about this. I don't know if y'all, let me throw, I'm gonna probably end it with this particular video because I want y'all to listen, because she mentioned Trump, and I want to play this because I didn't get a chance to play this yesterday during yesterday's live stream. And by the way, I'm probably not going to be live streaming today, which is turned into Sunday now for some of us. I'm probably not going to be doing that because I know a lot of y'all going to be watching the Super Bowl. It's no point. It's no point. Everybody going to be watching the Super Bowl like, Dane live? Wait, Dane going to have to wait because, I mean, you know, I know y'all going to be looking at the Super Bowl. I want y'all to have fun. We'll pick it up again on Monday. But let me play this video because she did mention Trump, and I want to make sure that y'all saw this. I got to go to a different screen because it's a wider video. I'm going to play this video. Here we go.
To support this exciting renewal this morning, I'm pleased to announce that on May 17th, 2026, that we're inviting Americans from all across the country to come together on our national mall to pray, to give thanks, and we are going to do something that everyone said, like, that's tough. We're going to rededicate America as one nation under God. You know, a lot of people...
Hold on. He said we're going to rededicate America. Hold on, bro. Let me play it again. I'm going to stop. I'm going to get my take after this.
You know, a lot
I'm
of
going to get my
people
take after this. So let me go back.
Everyone said, like, that's tough. We're going to rededicate America as one nation under God. You know, a lot of people... Thank you very much. That's what I mean by the Spirit. It's so incredible to see it. I see it so much. I've never seen anything like it in 1 year. I thought it would take 2 years, 3 years, 4 years to be where we are. We've done it in, really 10 months. We're at 12, but now it's just getting to a level that we've never reached before as a country. But that includes religion. And maybe that's part of the reason that we're doing so well. There's such great spirit. It's all spirit, and it includes religion. I've always said, you just can't have a great country if you don't have religion. You have to believe in something. You have to believe that what we're doing, there's a reason for it. There has to be a reason for it. We're all working and we're behaving. I mean, I behave because I'm afraid not to, okay? Because I don't want to get in trouble.
That last part, very important. One more time.
Reason for it. We're all working and we're behaving. I mean, I behave because I'm afraid not to, okay? Because I don't want to get in trouble.
All right. Listen, okay. Oh, chat. What he looking up to? You know what? There's a lot of things with this. There's a lot to unpack with just that segment right there. All of it. Number one, let's go back. Returning the nation to be one nation under God. The last time we heard that, we were pledging allegiance. Listen to how this worked. We were pledging allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, right? One nation under God. Okay, so y'all caught that, right? Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. I felt that exact same way in Digital 69. I agree with you. Okay, so I'm glad y'all caught that part. Now, another part we're gonna have to unpack. The fact that he said that this nation is nothing without religion. Notice how he didn't say which religion he's referring to. There's many religious practices. Okay? There's many, even outside the many denominations of the Catholic Christianity Society. YouTube is messing up the feed? No way. No way. Not right now. Ain't no way. There's no way, y'all. Are we good? There's no way that they messing up this feed right now. There's no way. We good, right? Don't let them do that. Don't let them do that. See, every time I'm trying to get deep, they trying to stop. We good? Okay. All right. Damn. They want me to tiptoe around this topic, huh? Okay. So he didn't point out which religion. Let me come back a little bit just in case y'all need a reminder really quick.
Nation under God. You know, a lot of people.
Okay, they did all the clapping, right? And then.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's good. That's what I mean by the Spirit. It's so incredible to see it. I see it so much. I've never seen anything like it in 1 year. I thought it would take 2 years, 3 years, 4 years to be where we are. Well, we've done it in, really 10 months. We're at 12, but now it's just getting to a level that we've never reached before as a country. But that includes religion. And maybe that's part of the reason that we're doing so well. There's such great spirit. It's all spirit, and it includes religion. I've always said, you just can't have a great country if you don't have religion. You have to believe in something.
You can't have a great country unless you have religion. In my book called It Was Told in Reverse, and it's still out there, it's still for sale, still available right now. The number one thing that colonizers used was not a gun, was not a knife. but it was considered a weapon. In order to colonize a territory that wasn't theirs. Some people say you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Y'all remember years ago I said, but if you live by the pen, then you die by the pen. What our people experienced and what our people went through in the past was called paper genocide. Keep in mind, land was stolen because of paper. Identity was stolen because of paper. Spirituality was stolen because of paper. Languages were stolen because of paper. Heritage was stolen because the paper, right. And then they turn around and say the pen is mightier than the sword. Very good call, Brooklyn. That's right. Because it's all in there. Exactly, Naughty. Exactly, Naughty. It's all in their religion. Republic. In my book called, okay, let me go to a different book. In my book called it is called Fixing America's Broken Promise. I explained to you guys how this nation, so-called nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I explained to you who created this nation. I explained to you church and state. Y'all about to start saying it in the chat, ain't y'all? The Protestant way of life, they wanted you to live by. The Puritan way of life, these were Protestants and Catholics that set up this nation, that are in control of the United States Incorporated Trust. They are at the forefront of that trust agreement. I also showed you in previous videos that it was called the Ottoman Empire. 3 heads of the same snake. Who were those 3? England, France, and Italy. They lied to us and said that they were against each other, but they literally worked together and wrote agreements with each other. I exposed 2 top treaties that exposed that they're still working together today. First of all, they told you guys, yes, the Spanish, that's correct, with Italy, okay? But that was what? Spain, correct? That's why I said Italy. No, you're right. No, you're right. Before it was called Italy, it was called Spain. That's why we're calling those people Spaniards. No, you're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Italy, that term was never in existence. It was always Spain. Spain, France, and England. Well, no, Portugal wasn't in business. Okay, Portugal wasn't in business to colonize these territories. That's why I didn't mention Portugal. Not these territories. The 13 colonies they didn't have any mark on the 13 colonies. You know what I mean? So, okay, y'all got it? Now, okay, that's why they went to Brazil. Right. Okay, you getting it together. Now, and that's actually the only area that they went, by the way. That's the only area that they went to was Brazil. They didn't do nothing else but Brazil. That's why they speak Portuguese. They said Portugal or Portuguese is is they trying to claim that that's the proper way to speak Spanish. Okay. Yeah, Hispaniola. Yeah, Portugal tried Japan too. That's right. Okay. So, okay, the reason why I'm bringing this up, I'm referring to the time where it was called Spain, Da Vinci. The time that it was called Spain. It was Spain, England, and France. Because France wasn't even called France. But I'm talking about at the time that they created their treaties, where this was even after the doctrine of discovery. This was after, okay, even the doctrine of discovery was written in Latin. But don't forget, I told you, I'm glad y'all mentioned that. Y'all getting this. That Latin was never a spoken language. That's right. I'm glad this is, do I have to say anything? Like, should I even remind you guys? You guys know. It was never a spoken language. So how did they? No, it was the treaties that they agreed to, not us. Not us. So how were they able to interpret a doctrine? Listen to the term. Doctrine of discovery. How were they able to determine, or how were they able to translate a doctrine that was written in a language they did not speak? Okay. Religion. It went from one legion to another. Religion. Leeching onto another group of people. That's the underlying message. Leeching onto another group of people. Again, they called this area here the New World. And they translated that doctrine into their own. Yes, the doctrine of discovery was written in a form of Spanish. That's correct. A form of Spanish, not the Spanish that they're speaking today. That is correct. And keep in mind, the French wasn't speaking that language, and neither was the Anglos. Okay? But weren't they the ones that used those decrees to come over here to colonize this land? Wait a minute, so how did they know how to translate you see what I'm saying? How did they know how to translate the doctrine of discovery? So they wrote their own doctrine. Then they created congregations, missionary groups. You know I'm about to tell you what I'm about to say. The Congregation for Propagating the Gospel in Foreign Parts. The London Company. They created their own. Go spell. They say every word that we speak is a spell. Yes, that is true. And it can mean both good and bad, depending on how you're casting that spell. It could be for your benefit, or for somebody else's benefit, or it could be for your benefit and somebody else's demise. Yes, the Virginia Company of London. Yep, new land to steal from. That's all the doctrine of discovery was about. Stealing. And claiming it for themselves. But there was only one way that they could do that, and people skipping it. It wasn't because of a war, at least not a physical war. It was what? A spiritual war. No, don't fight us. God said, listen, God said that we're supposed to have this land. No, you're not supposed to fight back. God doesn't want that for his people. Indoctrination. Doctrine of discovery. Doctrine. Notice I didn't even use the term biblical or Bible or Bibble, not one time. Didn't have to. It wasn't even called the Bible when they wrote it. They called it the doctrine. Sometimes you will hear pastors refer to it as the doctrine still to this day. Why? Because they're still receiving emails from the Vatican, and they have to go off of either the Christianity version, correction, the Catholic Christianity version, or they have to go off the Protestant version. This is the reason why it's many denominations, and they clash. They pretend to clash when they're all up under one umbrella. Notice all I'm doing is teaching. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm not taking your God away from you. I'm not taking your belief away from you. It's not about that. It's deeper than that. Because you know and I know that God will not put us through anything, or the Creator will not put us through anything that we cannot handle. But in order for you to handle that, you got to get a grip on what has been done. The doctrine was the weapon, not the sword, not the gun, not the disease. Don't forget that they lied and said they brought a disease over here by way of a cloth and killed millions of people. And you believe that lie. Oh, but they were immune to that same disease coming from the seas that I'm talking about goes further than 90 days of traveling from one direction to another. They were able to survive it, but you weren't. They lied to you. That cloth wasn't a physical cloth. That cloth was the doctrine. Somebody else said it. Say his name in the chat. You kill the Indian and save the man. What's his name? And don't you know they say that you are reborn, religion? You are a new person, rebirth. Kill the Indian when you're saved, right? Save the man. What was Pratt's first name? I'm quoting that. I'm not making that up. Henry Pratt. The issue was always religion. Religion. That was the issue. It was always the number one issue. Doctrine. Again, this has nothing to do with your religion as far as your belief. But religion has nothing to do with your belief. Because you was pledging allegiance to the flag, not to God. Notice how I brought that right back up, didn't I? Legion, you pledging allegiance, look, yes, Richard Henry Pratt, to that flag. I'm skipping up. One nation under God.
Toasty!
You get it now, don't you? You get it? That's the war. The war wasn't physical. The war was spiritual. In fact, the war is still spiritual. Still. That's why they indoctrinated you with their institutions. Name them. Look up the term institution and look at what is considered to be an institution and guarantee they used it against you. Those were their weapons of mass destruction. All right. Again, I didn't disrespect you. You didn't disrespect me. I'm keeping it light, baby. But I know I'm hitting home. And I'm glad because that's the Creator helping. Because you got to know. Yep. Schools are institutions. Prisons are institutions. Churches are institutions. That's right. That's right. This is why they can't tell you of a war that happened in Africa where they were able to capture 12.5 million 12.5 million Africans and then enslave them. They can't tell you a war. Why? Because it never existed. The war was spiritual. And it affected our people in the physical, in the mental, and everywhere else. This was systematically done. And it didn't happen overnight. It took time. Plenty of time at that. Keep in mind, they started coming here. Who was they? The foreigners started coming here in the 1600s. Their government wasn't established until the 1850s. Not 1776. The 1850s. As soon as they implemented a rule where you had to vote for a president, look this up, was the 1850s. Dane is not lying. And that's when it all started. 10 years later, we were allegedly relinquished from servitude. But if you live by the pen and die by the pen, and they say the pen is mightier than the sword, then where's the paperwork that shows that you were Toasty. Where's the paper? Where's the paperwork? That shows that you are no longer enslaved. Where is it? What does that mean, Dane? What you getting into? We're still enslaved. They just don't call it slavery. They don't call it servitude anymore. It's just a different name. They don't call us Indians no more. Listen, they don't call us coloreds no more. We got a different name, don't we? They changed the name, and when sometimes they change the name, you forget about the past. But if you line it up, you'll see that it's the exact same thing. Yes, that's right. They call it employment now. That's right. I employ you to do this job. Oh, you think you're not slaving because you're getting paid? You got another thing coming. Yeah, I showed you that Joe Biden told you that we the people was always referring to the government. I'm going to say verbatim. He said, when we the people are the government, not some force in the distant capital. He said it right out of his mouth. We the people had nothing to do with the people. It was all about those that were involved in government, that were involved in the institution, correction, in the corporation. That's why the object of the game is to employ yourself. The object of the game, this is a capitalist society. And I showed you in the 1860s, right after slavery, okay? 1870s and 1880s, our people were the biggest capitalists of this society. Those people who were coming over here were poorer than poor. The government felt so bad that they gave them a lift up. And that's what Martin Luther King was telling you about. And that lift up involved land grabbing. That's what I taught you about. And land allotting. They took our shit and gave it to the foreigners. At the same time, America refused to give the Negro any land through an act. Look this act of Congress up that Martin Luther King was talking about. Through an act of Congress, our government was giving away millions of acres of land in the West and the Midwest, which meant that it was willing to undergird its white peasants from Europe with an economic floor. I keep repeating what Martin Luther King was stating because he was telling you what happened. And he was a Christian. He knew what we needed to do. And they took him out. He was too powerful. Way too many people behind him. Yeah, that was Mike right there. Mike got rid of Martin and became Mike that day. That was Michael that day. Yeah, I was looking at Michael. Not Martin. Michael. That's his real name. I've been showed you that years ago. Yeah, man, but it was too late. It was too late. But yeah, that's the reason why, I don't trust the government. I don't trust, Republicans. I don't trust Democrats. And do I trust Trump? No, because Trump can't do anything really. Keep in mind, he got to be obedient. He said it. I don't want to get in trouble. I got it.
There has to be a reason for it. We're all working and we're behaving. I mean, I behave because I'm afraid not to, okay? Because I don't want to get in trouble.
Because I don't want to get in trouble. He told you. No, Dane, he talking about God. Why would he be in trouble with God? If he doesn't turn this nation back over to religion, he's in trouble with God or the folks that are in control of the legion. All right. We're going to end it right there. I love y'all. Thank you all for coming out. I'm going to pick back up on Monday. I'm going to see y'all on Monday, okay? No, I'm serious. I love y'all. Okay, I'm not playing. Make sure y'all get my new book, The Quiet Blueprint of Wealth, Trust, Land, and Family Power. #1 on Amazon right now. 3 days in a row. I appreciate that, y'all. If you want the digital version, go to DaneMakeYouThink.com. I'll see y'all on Monday. I don't care who win the Super Bowl. I don't care. Whoever win. It's scripted anyway. All right. See y'all Monday. Y'all take care. Wado.
OCO, free thinkers.
I make you think, yeah. I make you think, I make you think.